Prabhuji, can you keep that power cord, please? The white color, please. Yeah, yeah. Done. Sorry. So we are glorifying the qualities of the great Vaishnav. So that is the reason we are singing this bhajan. This we sing on the appearance day and sometimes also on the disappearance day of great Vaishnavas. O he Vaishnava Thakura, Doyara Sajara, Kedase Koruna Kuri, O he Vaishnava Thakura, Doyara Sajara, Kedase Koruna Kuri. O he Vaishnava Thakura, Doyara Sajara, Kedase Koruna Kuri. O he Vaishnava Thakura, Priya Padachaya, Sonahe Amaya, Priya Padachaya, Priya Padachaya, Sonahe Amaya, Komara Karanam Hoye, Komara Karanam Hoye, O wonderful Vaishnava, devotee of Krishna, O Vaishnava Bharati, be merciful unto your servant. Give me the shade of your lotus feet and purify me. I hold on to the lotus feet. Komara Karanam Hoye, Komara Karanam Hoye, O he Vaishnava Thakura, Doyara Sajara, Kedase Koruna Kuri. O he Vaishnava Thakura, Doyara Jaya Krishna Gomi, Jaya Krishna Shodi, Jaya Krishna Gomi, Jaya Krishna Shodi, Jaya Guna Devo Dhante, Jaya Guna Devo Dhante, Jaya Satsanga, Devahi Amare, Jaya Satsanga, Devahi Amare, Bhagavad Gita Teach me to control my six passions. Rectify my six faults. Bestow upon me the six qualities and offer unto me the six kinds of holy association. Jaya नहीं पाया भला एक हमारा नहीं पाया भला एक हमारा नहीं पाया भला एक हमारा नहीं पाया भला हरि नाम संकीर्तन हरि नाम हरि नाम संकीर्तन तुम कृपा कोरी जगबिंदु दिया तुम कृपा कोरी जगबिंदु दिया देवो कृष्ण नाम देवो कृष्ण नाम I do not find the strength to carry on alone. The Satsang of the Punya of Hari. Please bless me by giving me just one drop of faith with which to obtain the great pleasure of the holy name of Krishna. Deho Krishna Nama Hare Krishna Varnasura Gajara Sagar Edase Korona Kori Krishna se Kumar Krishna ji se paro 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 Tumhara Sakrati aate तुम्हारा शक्ति आते हम तो बंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली 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 नहीं पाचे पाचे नहीं पाचे पाचे नहीं पाचे पाचे Krishna is yours. You have the power to give him to me. I am simply your servant running behind you, shouting, Krishna, Krishna. Nahi karo pache pache, nahi karo pache pache, nahi karo pache pache, nahi karo pache pache. Vaishnava Thakur, Soyara Sagar, Vedase Korona Kori. Vaishnava Thakur, Soyara Sagar, Vedase Korona Kori. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की श्री प्रभुपाद की गुरुदेव की O venerable Vaishnava devotee of Krishna, O ocean of mercy, be merciful unto your servant. Give me the shade of your lotus feet and purify me. I hold on to your lotus feet. Teach me to control my six passions, rectify my six faults, bestow upon me the six qualities, and offer unto me the six kinds of holy association. I do not find the strength to carry on alone the Sankirtana of the holy name of Hari. Please bless me by giving me just one drop of faith with which to obtain the great treasure of the holy name of Krishna. Krishna is yours. You have the power to give him to me. I am simply your servant running behind you, shouting, Krishna, Krishna. So this is the consciousness of a devotee who is worshipping a great Vaishnava. And today is the appearance day of a great Vaishnava, Srila Ramanujacharya. And we are fortunate that we are all assembled here today to remember him. Even remembering the Vaishnava gives as much benefit. Because while we remember the Vaishnava, we also remember his instructions. And Ramanujacharya's one of the greatest instructions is unalloyed surrender to the Supreme Lord. Without any Mishrama Bhakti. Complete surrender. Right? And he said, my bhakti should be like a flow of oil, unlike a flow of water. The flow of water splitters everywhere, but oil doesn't. Oil just falls straight, clean, neat in one place. So my bhakti should also be like that. He told in his Sharanagati prayers. There is a beautiful Sharanagati prayers of Srila Ramanujacharya. So we all remember him and we are grateful that his appearance on this planet has made a lot of difference to the Vaishnava community. And A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada himself has taken many references from Srila Ramanujacharya while he commented on Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. In fact, many Sri Vaishnavas who read the commentaries of Srila Prabhupada, they say that they are reading the commentaries of Ramanujacharya because Ramanujacharya's commentaries were so much used by Srila Prabhupada. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Kadari Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sargana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sargana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarupyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha.
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
नमः पंकजनाभाय
नमः पंकजनाभाय
नमः पंकजमालिने
नमः पंकजमालिने
नमः पंकजनेत्राय
नमः पंकजनेत्राय
नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये
नमस्ते पंकजाङ्घ्रे
नमो महावदन्याय
नमो महावदन्याय
कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते
कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते
कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य
कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य
नामिने गौरद्विषे नमः
नामिने गौरद्विषे नमः
नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय
नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय
गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च
गौ ब्राह्मणाय च
जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय
जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय
नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय
कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले
श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामीनिति नामिने
स्वामिनिति नामिने
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी
निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी
पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे
पाश्चात्यदेशकारिणे
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
प्रभु नित्यानंद
प्रभु नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद
हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
हरे राम
हरे राम
राम राम हरे हरे
राम राम हरे हरे
तुम करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिकृपतमं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सभ्याभ्यन्तरं शुचे श्रीविष्णु 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 चेतो दर्पणमर्जनं भवमहाद्वाग्निर्वापनं श्रेयकैव चन्द्रिका वितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दबुद्धिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतस्वादनं सर्वत्मस्थपनं परं विजेते श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनं नामकारि बहुडादिज सर्वशक्ति तत्रातिपा नियमिता स्मरणेन कालम् एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवमीदृशं इह जानन्ननुरागः तृणावपि सुनीचेनातरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानवीय मानदेन कीर्तनैः सदा हरि न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवतर्भक्तिरवैतकी त्वयि अयि नन्दतनुजकिङ्करपतितमां विषमे भवाम्बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कजसरोरिसदर्शं विचिन्तया नयनं दलश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदरुधाय गिरा पुलकिर्निचितं वपुकदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति युगायितं निमिषेण चक्षुषा प्रवर्षायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दं विरहेण मे आश्लिष्य वा पादरतं विनस्तु मामादर्शनं परमातां करोतु वा यथा तथातो लम्पतो मात्प्राणातस्तु एव नापरा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण Oh, Hare Krishna. Well, ready to come in the front, Prabhu. There is a lot of space here. Come. Others can come and sit there. All the Prabhus behind.
who are sitting, come in the front. There is Matajis have taken the second level and there is space left behind. So please come in the front. Give some space for them. Rand Mundu Rand. Come in the front. Banu Prabhu, Dandal Hare Krishna. Please come. Please come. Yeah, all the Prabhus can come a little further. Here, 6-7 people can sit here. Yeah, why don't some of you take the. Yeah, please. Use the place amicably, nicely. Hare Krishna. Yes. Please, Prabhu. Please, you utilize the space wherever you can. Come, Prabhu. Keep the Mridanga here. Come in the front. Huh? Many more will come, Yeah. Our children can come in the front. Yes. Hare Krishna. Reward, Prabhu. Again, you can occupy the space. Hare Krishna. The nice water sound coming here. Feels as if I'm in Himalayas doing tapasya. And before my eyes, these trees have grown. What is that? Huh? Because of my tapasya. Stones have come out. Hare Krishna. Huh?
Stones will melt also.
One stone will fall my head also. Hare Krishna. This is not the age of doing tapasya in any Himalayas. We're already doing tapasya in Microsoft and Amazon everywhere. So that is bigger enough tapasya for us. This Kaliuga. Hare Krishna. So today, as I said, is the appearance day of Srila Ramanujacharya, a great Vaishnava's appearance day. And we're all meeting here today, remembering him. And Hyderabad happens to be a very fortunate place for the followers of Ramanujacharya, because we have Ramanujacharya's such a big statue and a deity also established here. Though Ramanujacharya appeared in Tamil Nadu, in the Madrasa region, what is the place of his appearance called? Sri Perambuttur. Is that right? Is that right, Prabhu? The city in which he appeared? My wife knows better. Where is my wife? She confirmed. Yes. So I am safe. Sri Perambuttur. Yes.
Cricket. All the kids. Come in the front.
But yeah, all the boys can come forward, all the girls can sit behind. That will provoke the boiliness inside them. And they'll come here. So whoever girls can sit behind, all the boys can come in the front. Very good. Yes. Samriti, Praketi, Sumedi. Okay, no. Samrit Praketi only. Parthi. Yeah, come here. Come. You are blocked today completely.
భజన ఉందా ఇంకా కీర్తన చేయాలి
After something. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Please. There is nice water sound here. Hare Krishna. Thank you. You have grown up children now. Very well. Hare Krishna. Yeah? Parthi can come here. Yes. Come. It's okay. The hall needs to accommodate, what is the count? Confirmed count? Close to 90 today. Yeah. And there will be some surprise guests also. You can move this little that side and that's it. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Can you move the wires? Can you help me move the wires? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Thank you. So Sri Perambuttur is the appearance place of Sri Ramanujacharya, and Ramanujacharya has a special temple in that place, and we had been to that place And when we visited Srirangam, and from there we went to Sri Perambatoor. And it's a place where a lot of Brahmanas are trained even today. A lot of Gurukuls are there. Around how many years have been to Sri Perambatoor? So what are you waiting for? Please go. We should go to the holy places where great acharyas have appeared. Where did Shankaracharya appear?
Kaladi.
Where is that?
Near Kochi.
Near Cochin. So we should go there also. Right? Where did Madhvacharya appear? Near Udupi. So how many have gone to Udupi? Udupi summer effect with that. Yes. So where did Vishnu Swami appear? Gujarat. He also comes from South India. Then somebody Google right now Vishnu Swami appearance. Because my brain has also disappeared. I don't know, forgot. And who is another Acharya? Where did Nimbarkacharya appear? Anybody? So we're trying to remember these holy places where they have appeared. You need some? What? I'll pass it on. Did Google tell where did Vishnu Swami appear?
Still.
No. All the four acharyas of the great Sampradaya are coming from South India.
Nimbarka Swami Madura, Uttar Pradesh. Spent
No.
most of time.
He practiced there, but he appeared from South India.
Just South India.
Born in
Born in South
Vaidurya
India.
Pattanam.
Born in South India.
Vaidurya Pattanam.
Okay, I'll hear. Vishnu Swami is the founder Acharya of Rudra Sampradaya and is the oldest of the four recognized Sampradayas. It is even said that Vishnu Swami was born in the Dravida country after the completion of the sacrifice of Janmejaya around the beginning of Kali Yuga. Dravida country means?
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. No, the place. Yeah. Yes. Hmm. There were three acharyas bearing the name Vishnu Swami in the Rudra Sampradaya. The first is called Adi Vishnu Swami, who is said to be born around the 3rd century BC in the Pandyan country. Vishnu Swami's father Deveshwara was a royal priest and minister. Yeah. So he fought the Buddhism and threw it outside. Was it? Something happened?
No,
I can't see.
Your hair is appearing.
haircut needs
That
to be
means
cut.
you need a haircut.
No, hair needs to be cut.
That's okay. It's okay. Nothing happens when hair appears. Yeah. So actually, the place of appearance of an acharya is worshipable place, but acharya is not limited to that place. You know, acharya is like a sun. Sun is not an Indian sun, not a Japanese sun, not an American sun. Sun is sun. In the same way, great souls, great amshas. Actually, these acharyas are amshas of the Supreme Lord. They're part of Him. They appear here to spread His message. Like Rama Anuja of Rama. Right? So he himself appeared as a guru to establish Vishishta Advaita. Actually, what Ramanujacharya did was much difficult than the other acharyas who came later. Because he had to directly face the challenge of the lineage left by Shankaracharya. Where there was complete Mayavad. There was complete Mayavad on the planet. Where people were calling each other Narayan, and actually thought that they are Narayans. Right? At that time, Ramanujacharya had to come and establish Vishishta Advaita. He said, Advaita is right, God is one, but God is greater than other living entities. God is greater than other living entities. Vishishta Advaita. Right? So, Ramanujacharya's contribution to re-establishing the Vaishnava Sampradaya is one of the highest. And we are fortunate that even today, in today's day and time, still, a lot of people know about Ramanujacharya, and especially after establishing the Statue of Equality, People are asking, who is this personality sitting so big? They say it's Ramanujacharya. Oh, Ramanujacharya. So people know Ramanujacharya. And it's about time. I think India as a country is re-establishing its acharyas, one after the other. Right? Vishnu Swami, Nimbarkacharya, and Madhvacharya. Right? How many have gone to Udupi? And one, right? Yeah. So you seen the Peetham of Madhvacharya? It's inside the temple, behind the deity of Udupi Krishna. You take a little right there, the seat on which Madhvacharya is to sit is still there. And it is explained that he's still sitting there. You and we can't see him. So they actually worship that seat even today. Nobody is allowed to go and sit on it or keep anything on it. The seat is right there. It's you'll not be allowed to go inside. You can only see it from outside. And explain that he is there. Who is Swayam Vayudev, incarnation of Vayudev. You can say Hanumanji's power, right? So there are a lot of leelas of Madhvacharya also. They say Ramanujacharya also is there a lot of leelas. I would suggest you one of the best series of lectures I have heard from my own Guru Maharaj. This is Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Go to ISKCON Desire Tree. Go to audio.ISKCON Desire Tree. And there go to Radhanath Swami. There is Sannyasi Radhanath Swami. And in that go to a folder called Great Vaishnavas. Right? In that there will be a folder called Ramanujacharya. There are at least 7 to 8 lectures on the whole life history of Ramanujacharya. And he spoke so nicely that when the Vaishnavas heard that lecture in Srirangam, they brought Radhanath Swami Maharaj on a palaki into Srirangam temple, saying that you have told the glory to the whole world, in such an easily understandable way, in English. Like you should hear. How many have heard a part of it? Yeah, some part of it. These days it's coming out, bits and pieces. It comes out very nicely spoken. Many great speakers have spoken, but this was a very unique contribution that you all should hear. And it purifies our heart when we hear about these Vaishnavas, how they have established the Siddhanta, how many difficulties they went through. It was not easy. Almost he was threatened to be killed or planned to be killed by the kings of who believed in Shaivism. Planned to be killed. And then he was hidden. And Kuresh and what is the other Acharya's name? Kuresh and they both disguised like him and they ran out. And they actually chased him and they were blinded. They were poked, their eyes were removed. What is the Acharya's name? Forgot. So Ramanujacharya was so affected that he was almost attempted to be killed, and they thought it is him, and they actually poked his eyes out. No, not him. Okay, anyway, I'll try to remember that. So, No. They are poets now, Ramdas and Annamaya now. I'm talking about 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago. No. Anyway, so we are fortunate that we are celebrating. We have Satsang on today's date. And that is the reason we sang this song, O Vaishnava Thakur. Now just imagine what he has given to us. O vulnerable Vaishnava, devotee of Krishna, O ocean of mercy, be merciful unto your servant. Give me the shade of your lotus feet and purify me. I hold on to your lotus feet. Tomara Charana Thori. Teach me to control my 6 passions, rectify my 6 faults, bestow upon me the 6 qualities, and offer unto me the 6 kinds of holy association. I do not find the strength to carry on alone the Sankirtan of the holy name of Hari. Please bless me by giving me just 1 drop of faith with which to obtain the great treasure of the holy name of Krishna. Krishna is yours. You have the power to give him to me. I am simply a servant running behind you, shouting Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Oh, Murugan, you can come in the front. Please come in the front. Sudhakar Prabhu, you are in charge of that jurisdiction. Whoever sits there, push them here. There is a lot of space. Malingam Prabhu. Disappear there, appear here. Yeah, what happens now? If you are sitting there, people will come inside, they'll feel No, there is no space. There is actually there is a lot of space.
Which six passions and six faults he is talking about? What are those?
Yeah, I had actually browsed it some time back. Let me get back to you on that. Yeah. 6 kinds of holy association also. Yeah, it's a holy association also. Okay. So we are in the last portion of the 13th chapter, whereby the Jnana Yoga section is ending at this place. Right? Sorry, the Jnana Yoga section, this particular chapter on Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnana, Jnanam, here finally is going to talk about soul. Lord Krishna is going to talk about soul in this part. यदा भूत पृथक् भावम्
यदा भूता पृथग्भावम्
एकस्थम् अनुपश्यति
एकस्थम् अनुपश्यति
तत एव च विस्तारम्
तत एव च विस्तारम्
भ्रम सम्पद्यते तदा
ब्रह्म सम्पद्यते तदा
यदा
यदा
when bhuta
bhuta
of living entities
of living entities
पृथक् भावम्
पृथग्भावम्
separated identities
separated identities
ekastham
एकस्थम्
situated in one
situated in one
anupasyati
अनुपश्यति
one tries to see through authority
one tries to see through authority
तथा एव
तथा एव
thereafter
thereafter
ch
च
also
also
vistaram
vistaram
the expansion
the expansion
brahma
Brahma
the absolute
the absolute
sampadyate
सम्पद्यते
he attains
he attains
tada
तदा
at that time
at that time
brahma the absolute translation and purport by divine place A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please repeat after me. When a sensible man
when a sensible man
ceases to see
ceases to see
different identities
different identities
due to different material bodies
due to different material bodies
and he sees
and he sees
how
how
being as expanded
being is expanded
everywhere
everywhere
he attains
he attains
to the Brahman conception.
to the Brahman conception.
So when a sensible man ceases to see different identities due to different material bodies and he sees how beings are expanded everywhere, he attains the Brahman conception. So he's basically seeing the soul. Soul is everywhere. Paramatma is everywhere. But he's not distinguishing, looking at the bodies. Right? Where he's able to see what is inside those bodies. Then that means he is in a Brahman conception level. Where he's still thinking everything is one. Brahman conception is a little bit of Mayavada sitting there. Where everything is one. Let's hear the purport of Prabhupada. When one can see that the various bodies of living entities arise due to different desires of the individual soul and do not actually belong to the soul itself, one actually sees. In the material conception of life, we find someone as demigod, someone as a human being, a dog, a cat, etc. This is material vision, not actual vision. This material differentiation is due to a material conception of life. After the destruction of the material body, the spirit soul is one. The spirit soul, due to contact with the material nature, gets different types of bodies. When one can see this, he attains a spiritual vision. Thus, being freed from differentiations like man, animal, big, low, etc., one becomes purified in his consciousness and is able to develop Krishna consciousness in his spiritual identity. How he then sees things will be explained in the next verse. Yeah. So first of all, in the beginning of spiritual life, we have to see a body as a body and a soul as a soul. That's the beginning of spiritual life. Right? If you are still attracted to body, that means we have not yet understood our true identity. But unfortunately, the conditioning is so strong that we still identify ourselves with the body only, isn't it? When you see outside, what do you see? You see body or souls?
Body.
Body only. Of course, you see body, but do we recognize body as body and not as soul? No, we recognize everything as one only, right? Gauranga Prabhu once was explaining, they were doing ragging in IIT. Right? You know ragging, right? Ragging children in IIT. Bullying is different. Bullying is different. Ragging is different. So there, while they were doing the ragging in IIT, the students were going and telling, that they obviously try to do notorious things. As Prabhuji was explaining, that there were some girls sitting on one side, and they were calling the newcomer boys, and they were asking one by one boy. So when you look at that girl, what are you seeing? Like that they were asking. And the girl has to hear what is going to tell. That is the problem. That fellow was totally, because they're all seniors, na? That's how they rank. Whatever they tell, they are done. So you don't know what to speak there. So they're ranking one by one. So all the boys were getting beatings. If he says she's beautiful, he'll get a beating. If he'll say she's not beautiful, he'll get a beating. If he says I have no comments, he'll get a beating. So irrespective, he'll get beating. That is what is ragging. Right? We all have been ragged, I'm sure, some other time. One devotee boy came. He was attending classes in voice center somewhere. And these people did not know that he's a devotee. The first day he did not put tilak, just like that he went. And he asked, so what do you say looking at that girl? He told, I can see Panchabhutas. That fellow asking question fell down. He said, what did he say? He says, I can see air, I can see Jadragni inside her, I can see bones, mucus, pus, semen, all blood, skin. He said, no one in this college is going to rag you. Looks like you are ragging us. So better go. Well, that was a conception. He told us, that's the truth. Just now I attended a class, morning, Mangalarti class. Now I'm coming to college. You're asking me who is that girl? I'm telling, that's what it is. Right? It's body. She's not the body. She's the soul. So Garam Prabhu was saying they got scared actually. Those seniors. They all, oh my God, Now he's going to tell after some time, she's soul, she's spirit, she'll wander everywhere. Raat mein hostel mein, I remember her soul coming around here and there. You better go from here. No more ragging for devotees in IIT. What can you rag when somebody is able to see the reality? Right? Ragging is done of people who are in illusion. So you can ask them this and that, and confuse them and have fun out of them. But if someone is seeing the truth, how can you rag him? Someone is clearly able to see. Somebody beautiful, handsome comes in front of you. How many will understand the first line of Prabhupada here? See the first line of Prabhupada here? When one can see the various bodies of living entities arise due to the different desires of the individual soul and do not actually belong to the soul itself, one actually sees. What a powerful statement, isn't it? Why is he? What is he? Because that is what he wanted to be. That's all. The body that you are getting is just a reflection of what you wanted your body to be. To a large extent. If you see somebody very tall, hey, kitna lamba hai? What do you think your next body is? Lamba khamba.
Yeah.
Right? Is the next body. You'll be tall next life. Right? If somebody sees, somebody is very dark, or the dark fellow thinks I should be white. What do you think his next body will be? Will be white. So how many here have chosen the color of your skin? Have you chosen? Huh? They keep telling that. In South India, the funny thing that happens, See, normally when a child takes birth, mostly is little fair only. The first question they ask is not whether it is male or female. Right? Immediately the first thing they tell also on the phone. Big skin disease in, Huh?
Somebody is asking, what does it mean?
Gora hai kya? बहुत गोरा है क्या? Mother is Muralidharan, wife is PT Usha. How can the child be Manisha Koirala? But still they want it to be like that. They want it to be a skin disease. It has to be white. It has to be. Right? They're tortured. They're tortured beyond exception. It has to be white. It has to be white. It has to be white. My mother gave up on my skill complexion. As the days and years are going by, I'm becoming more and more black. And I'm happy to be like that. No need of any fair and lovely, nothing. We are what we are. So, Prabhus, we are seeing beauty through the body. That's the problem. We are seeing beauty through the body. We are measuring greatness through the body color. That is the problem. We have to come out of that conception. Right? How many have seen Srila Prabhupada and felt he is one of the beautifulest person ever? Yeah. You will feel like that only when you have awe and reverence for an Acharya. Right? Otherwise, you can see an Acharya also and feel materially, what is this? Big teeth, big eyes. You see Prabhupada laughing at it?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Very hurtful.
Exactly. Like almost the eyeballs are popping out. The big teeth, he opens and he laughs. And still he was so beautiful. People have fallen in love looking at those pictures of Prabhupada. Because what they have seen is the soul inside. What we really see is the soul inside. The soul is pure. The soul is pure. And whatever we see outside is simply the body. Simply the body. The people who are able to see the soul inside as one, taking many bodies again and again and again, will understand the Brahman conception. That's what Lord Krishna is telling. At least Brahman conception will understand. A Jivatma endowed with these 8 special qualities has been called Brahma Bhuta. One should search for those and know the Atma who is completely free from the miseries arising from desires for sense objects, the threefold miseries such as old age, death, lamentation, and enjoying propensity, mundane aspirations. All these are related to body. All these are related to body. Okay. Next. So, in the first verse, it is about the soul. The person able to see the soul. He is able to see the soul. Now, the next verse. Anaditvan nirgunatvat.
Anaditvan nirgunatvat.
Anaditvan nirgunatvat.
Anaditvan nirgunatvat.
Paramatmayam avyacha.
Paramatmayam avyaya.
Paramatmayam avyaya.
Paramatmayam avyaya.
Sharirastho api kaunteya.
Sharirastho vikunteya.
Sharirastho api kaunteya.
Sharirastho vikunteya.
Na karoti na lipyate.
Na karoti na lipyate.
Na karoti na lipyate.
Na karoti na lipyate.
Translation. Those with a vision of eternity
Those who have a vision of eternity
can see
can see
that the imperishable soul
that the imperishable soul
is transcendental,
is transcendental,
eternal, and beyond the modes of nature.
and beyond the modes of nature.
Despite contact with the material body,
Despite contact with the material body,
O Arjuna,
O Arjuna,
the soul neither does anything
the soul neither does anything
nor is entangled.
nor is entangled.
Right? So, when you know that you are the Lord Krishna is telling this, that a person who can see soul in everything, he can clearly understand that the soul can never be contaminated. It cannot be contaminated. You cannot contaminate the soul. Soul is conditioned but not contaminated. Two different things. You can be influenced, but you cannot be destroyed or impurified. You cannot say soul is impure. Soul cannot be impure. It's part of Krishna. How can anything that is part of Krishna be impure? So nobody is impure. He's just conditioned to think that he is a body. And he accepts everything related to that body and feels that is impure. That's the reason, when an Acharya sees all living entities, he sees part of Krishna in everybody, he becomes very compassionate. We are not, like, at least I am not able to feel compassion for everybody I see because I am not seeing the soul. That is the problem. Right? I am seeing the body which is influenced by the three modes of material nature. If you really see how much free will you have, just think about it. How much free will you have? You all think you are independent, right? You are not even 0.01% dependent. Our free will is 0.01% of our existence. How? The body that you have is filled with karma for it to be burnt. And there is a destiny. You are going to fall sick. You are going to go through suffering. You are going to, die. There is a birth date, expiry date, disease date, old age date. All these things are already there inside you. It's already there. You are a package. You are already packaged. You can't see it. It's just going to come. Right? So that is clear. How much can you change that? Can you stop yourself from becoming old? No matter what exercise you do, what yoga you do, that time is fixed. It is very fixed. Of course, yoga and exercise will help you mentally fit, physically fit. It's good. But ultimately, you're not going to save yourself from becoming old. There will be few exceptions. One person was shown in the news. 123-year-old person is doing Bhujangasana, Shirshasana, at the age of 123.
Yes.
Right? How many want to try like him? Even a 26-year-old fresher software employee will die in 5 minutes if you try to repeat what he is doing there. Right? Because we have not maintained our body that way. But anyways, even he is going to become old one day. Right? Yeah, he might be looking powerful, but old age. So already your body is already programmed to become old. It's programmed to die. It's programmed to get disease. Everything is already fixed. Okay, so this part of body is done. Now what about the environment around that body? Three modes of material nature are sent with all choices in front of you according to your bodily propensity. As per your karma, you have to be tortured emotionally. Just think like that. Emotionally, 2023-24 financial year, you will be tortured emotionally. That is your karma. So what will Mother Durga do? She will influence a mode of nature on you, and you will make that choice. You will change your job and join the next job expecting happiness. And the next job is clearly planned for you to torture you. And you go there and get tortured. Now tell me, where is free will here? Your body is designed with karma. Your choices are already sent to you, and you will choose it. You will choose it. Where is free will? Here is free will. Barely it is there. Right? People are in illusion. We are all in illusion. We are thinking that tomorrow morning I'll do what I like to do. You have never done what you like to do till now. You have done what you are made to do. You have just been made to do. The college time, you have been made to get attracted to somebody. Your job time, you have been made to do certain kind of job. Your education time, you have been made to study something. Right? You have just been made. Choices are being thrown onto you, and your desires are being fulfilled. That is what the body is made for. To fulfill the desires. You read the last line, right? Whatever desires we have, that will be fulfilled to this body. And the body is looking to fulfill the desire, and the choices are coming in front of you. How many times you say, no, choice number 1, no, choice number 2, no, choice number 3, no. I want the 4th choice. How many times you have done that? First choice by bold, finish. Right? Because you are already looking for that. You are looking for that, Mother Durga sends it in front of you, and you choose that. Only when there is intervention of an Acharya like Srila Prabhupada, you get this knowledge that I am actually not this body. I am actually not this body. This body is the one which is choosing to enjoy certain senses. And these sense objects are alluring those senses to go and enjoy. Then you are seeing. Like that beautiful chariot diagram of Bhagavad Gita. where the person is sitting as inside the passenger, right? And the chariot driver is the mind, holding the five senses, right? And the five senses are driving you off. But the chariot driver, if he is aware that actually this is going on, then you can actually practice spirituality. Until then, in the name of spirituality, we are practicing just sense gratification. That's all. Until you reach that point. How do you reach that point? Only through association of senior devotees. Only through association of acharyas. Only by reading, assimilating what you have read. The three stages: assimilation, application, appreciation. Three stages have to happen in our spiritual life. What you have heard, you need to assimilate. Assimilate means what? Digest. Digest. What you have heard, you should digest. Right? When you digest it, then you want to apply it. Yeah. I think this is good. Prabhuji told, okay, this is good. Yeah. So let me try to do that. Let me try to chant attentively. If I chant attentively, Prabhuji told, something will happen. Srila Prabhupada told, I'll be able to make my decisions more powerfully. I'll have control over my senses. So I chant attentively. So you are assimilating. And then you apply. You get up early in the morning and then you actually chant attentively. And when you chant attentively, after your 16 rounds, you will feel appreciation. That yes, what he told actually works. What he told actually works. Once a very senior brahmachari, I will not tell his name, very famous brahmachari, he was telling, I am able to control my urges, physical urges, only because I am living in brahmachari ashram. He told it. If I am not in this association, I cannot think of controlling my urges. And Srila Prabhupada very strictly told to all the ashrams, for that matter, even Grihastha ashram, brahmachari ashram, be in good association. If you are not in good association, you are gone. Bad association is not when a man speaks to a woman. That's not bad association. Much dangerous than that is when a man speaks to a man who is attracted to a woman. You understood? Bad association is not when a Mataji speaks to a Prabhuji. Bad association is a Mataji when she speaks to a Prabhuji. No, Mataji speaks to a Mataji who is attracted to Prabhujis. That is more dangerous. Right? So association should be very, here only the danger is. No gossip talk. No talk that makes you think, that is more dangerous. Right? There is this famous story, I'm sure a lot of you know, of this guru who sent his two disciples to go and find woods in the forest. How many of you know the story? Yeah. Should I repeat it? So these two disciples go in the forest to find wood. And after finding the wood, it starts raining. So they have to immediately come back to the ashram. And they go to this, and while coming back, there is a stream of river that starts overflowing. So they have to cross this river now. They are confident they can cross. But one woman is standing on the other side of the bank and she needs help. So she can't cross that kind of currents. And both are brahmacharis. Both the Prabhus are brahmacharis. And they look at that woman and say, I'm so sorry. You have to try by yourself. But one of the second brahmachari, what he does, he says, no, Mataji, you hold on to me from the back, I will make you cross. This first brahmachari said, hey, what are you doing? You're not supposed to touch a woman. We are brahmacharis. That ashram doesn't allow us to even, what to speak of touching. We can't even speak to women, eye to eye. If Guru Maharaj gets to know about this, what do you think? Your entire brahmacharya will be cancelled. You cannot continue. So he says, forget about it. If we leave the woman here, this side is a jungle. She can be killed in the night by wild animals. We have to take her to the other side. And that other brahmachari is shouting at him, but he doesn't care. He makes, Mataji, please climb onto me. and immediately takes her and crosses the river. And the other brahmachari behind, he also crosses the river. Then the Mataji gets down, says, thank you, Prabhu, thank you very much. And both the brahmacharis pick up the wood and they go to the ashram. And as soon as they go to the ashram, the first brahmachari, he runs to his guru. He says, Gurudev, I'm very sorry to tell you something really bad happened today. So what bad happened today? Gurudev, you don't know what your disciple has done. So why are you giving so much background? Tell me what has happened. Gurudev, he lifted a woman on his back. The woman was on him while he was crossing the river. Gurudev, what kind of a brahmachari would do this? I was warning him, Gurudev. I was warning him. He was not listening to me. The Guru told, he left the woman at the other bank. You brought that woman to my ashram. By your thinking process, you brought the woman to the ashram. That fellow nicely left her there. Right? So thinking about sensual attractions is more dangerous than doing it also. Thinking is very, very dangerous. Because thinking results to contemplation. What is that verse in Bhagavad Gita? ध्यायतो विषय पुंसान सामने उपजायते संगात संजायते काम काम क्रोध विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहात् सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमात् स्मृति भ्रमशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति बुद्धिनाशात् अवतार में फ्लैट. Then finally we settle down here. We come to this material world by a flat, live here. But before that, what happened? Buddhi went. But before that, what happened? Memory went. Because memory went, Buddhi went. And why did memory go? Because of delusion. And why did delusion happen? Because of anger. Why did anger happen? Because of lust. Why did lust happen? Because of attachment. Why did attachment happen? Because of attraction. Why did attraction happen? Because I left my senses to see whatever I want to see. Opposite way. Right? I start contemplating on the sense objects. If you contemplate on the sense objects, don't blame that lust will come. So actually, we should not blame somebody who is getting angry. We should blame why he first of all got attracted to something and is asking for it. Why he got attached to anything. Right? And why he left his senses. So a lot of times devotees do that now, sometimes some non-sensual activities devotees also do. They treat their senses to be like more powerful. They think that they can control senses. Prabhupada told to Westerners, many times he told, your biggest problem, you Westerner people, is you're underestimating Maya, he told. Many times Prabhupada told us. The biggest problem is you're underestimating Maya. And we are also Westerners, don't worry, And our DNA, there is more Western blood than Eastern blood. Right? We underestimate Maya. We think, I can speak to Mataji, no? I can speak to Prabhuji, no? I am telling Mataji only, right? Mataji only, Mataji means mother only. Mataji. Prabhuji. No. Prabhu's and Mataji, Maya is right here. She knows when Mataji can change to something, when Prabhuji can change to something. Don't play with Maya. And that is the reason there are so many customs in our country. Some people say, why burqa? Why ghungat? Why this? I am modern Vaishnavi. I don't need any of this. My Mataji, modern Mataji. No modern Mataji. No modern Mataji. I'm sorry. And I'm really telling you. Even in devotional life, when you go for, to a tailor, practicing, Mataji's or Prabhuji's also for that matter. Right? I saw one Prabhuji, he's like, kurta. Prabhuji, मेरे को kurta सिलने का है. Kurta सिलना क्या है? What is the measurement? Siyon. Okay, 3/7. Go. No. Prabhu, this should be a little up. The upper muscle should be seen. My bicep should be visible. I'm not this body, Prabhu, but Muscle is there. My chest shape should come out. Right? My abdomen should be flat. Kurta should not fly. It should be like tight. It should be like going down straight. And then you say, what do you say? I am not this. Make a kurta for my body. But kurta has to be straight. I don't want kurta to be kurta. So tell me, what kind of bodily consciousness is this? Madhuri is also. Go to a tailor. What is the design for a blouse? Simple. 2 hands, 1 neck. No. थोड़ा नीचे जाओ, deeper. एक छोटा heart भी चाहिए पीछे. No, चलेगा ना. और घूंघट, I put घूंघट ना. If you are putting घूंघट, why do you want that heart underneath? Bodily conscious. And it's dangerous. And it's dangerous. That consciousness is very dangerous. Right? Some students मेरे को चप्पल लेके मारेंगे. My wife is already giving me warning. But Prabhu, what is going on in the name of devotion? Think about it. Why do you want those designs? Only to attract, right? Why do you want the design? Huh? Why don't you wear all the designs, that whatever kurta or anything in the house? When you go outside, wear the normal one. Will you do that? No. It is there, but I don't want you to see, but it is there. I want to see, but it is there. You should not see, but I will see. Even Yamadharmana is thinking, what this soul has? What is his true intention? His true intention क्या है? He's sitting between devotees, but this fellow is trying to show off. She is sitting between devotees, but she has her own intentions. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we risking our spiritual life for one design? Are we risking our spiritual life for one design? Yes. When Prabhupada told, that people in Kali Yuga are less intelligent, he knows. What do you mean by less intelligence? Intelligence means to see that I am not the body. That is intelligence. And if you are able to see that, where is the question of design? Have you seen Prabhupada, the kind of dress he used to wear? Have you seen any sannyasis wearing any designer dhotis? Have you seen? That day should not come. But just think about it. Should be simple. Simple. Right? Simplicity attracts respect. Simplicity attracts respect. Dealing simplicity, shyness attracts respect. And spirituality means we recognize in all situations that I am not this body, I am the soul. Right? Those with a vision of eternity can see that the imperishable soul is transcendental, eternal and beyond the modes of nature. Despite contact with the material body, O Arjuna, the soul neither does anything nor is entangled. So, Prabhu, when you are nicely situated as in the soul consciousness, right? Even though things will happen in your life, that is not going to stop. See, you are the soul. Does it mean that you will not get married? You will get married. You will get married. Because marriage is needed for your spiritual progress. It's an ashram. You will get married. And you will also engage in the act of procreation to have children. You will also engage in that act. But the difference between a materialistic person and a spiritual person is he knows why he is performing that act. And he knows why that act is important. How that act will help him in his spiritual life. Having children will make him more responsible. Are you understanding? Spiritual life, Prabhupada many times told, birth control prevention measures is illicit sex, he told. Birth control prevention measures is illicit sex. Because what are you doing? You are wasting that living force and not using it to produce children. It's illicit sex. You are more attracted to that bodily thing, have children. Have children. Continuously have children. Right? You'll become more responsible, right? See, I'm attracted to bodily thing. Okay, one child. I'm attracted to bodily thing, another child. I'm attracted to bodily thing, 15 child. Amma, 9 child. The 15 children will come and poke your head every morning. Then you will say, no, I'll stop here. That is the austerity. That is the price you have to pay for sense gratification. So karma will not increase. Are you all following what I'm saying?
Yes.
That is a natural way of getting disinterested in certain activities. But if you do these precautionary measures given by the society, modern society, you're only encouraging more lust. And you have artificial venting out points. As a result, you will never understand that you are the soul, not this body. You will never understand. It's a very deep subject. Actually, sometimes in ISKCON it is told better not to discuss this beyond a point. Attendance will decrease. But the truth remains true. But you have to be very careful. At least in some life, you have to get over that attraction. There has to be that life where you make that. See, again, as I said, I'm not saying don't procreate. Procreation is natural and it's needed in Grahastha Ashram, but for having children. Right? So have that. Become more responsible. Become more responsible. And that whole having children and a big family will keep you more busy so you don't get that kind of thoughts again. That's a natural family planning. Prabhupada told. This is natural family planning. Right? Let's see the purport of Prabhupada. A living entity appears to be born because of birth of material body. But actually the living entity is eternal. He is not born. And in spite of being situated in a material body, he is transcendental and eternal. Thus, he cannot be destroyed. By nature, he is full of bliss. He does not engage himself in any material activities. Therefore, the activities performed due to his contact with material bodies do not entangle him. Do not entangle. When you are in that consciousness, just imagine, you start your day looking at yourself in the mirror saying, I am not this body. I am the soul. Right? And then you go to your job, you do your job to the best of your ability to please your boss so that you keep that job, you get money to run your family, and you're very clear the money is Lakshmi, I have to use it in service of Narayan. You will only use it so much so that you can maintain your body. You will also buy things in your house for the house to look good, to attract people to come to Satsang. You buy a big vehicle so you can take more devotees on yatra. Or you buy a small vehicle to go with the family to yatra. Right? You save money so that you can invest in spiritual activities. I want to go to as many. Whenever there is a sannyasi coming, I want to go there. I want to hear from him. Whenever there is a yatra happening, I want to go there. I want to hear from him. That is your entire planning. Right? And then you wear good clothes, because wearing good clothes is being cultured. You're not worried about designs. You're worried about covering your body with clothes. Right? Because that is culture. And you're respectful to every woman, knowing that she is in a woman's body, knowing that you are in a man's body, and there is a problem of fire and butter there. You are respectful and you maintain the distance because you don't want to miss the chance of going back to Krishna. Simple. That is spiritual life. And this cannot be understood by the modern cosmopolitan idiots. It cannot be. Don't even try to. What I am speaking here, if I speak in Sunday morning, class is empty. Sunday evening I can afford to speak this. Because I'm assuming that all of you are practicing and actually have an intention to go back to Krishna. If I say so. If I may assume so. There is a reason why our culture is in a certain way. There is a reason. Pagal nahi the our ancestors. There is a reason. Right? Nobody should be affected. And are men having the propensity of desiring more than one partner? Yes. Propensity is there. The doggish propensity is there. That is recognized. And that is the reason in Dwarka it is clearly mentioned that there were prostitutes. So that such kind of people are not affecting the remaining people. They only affect themselves by going to a corner. That is called managing. Managing bad propensity of people in that corner. Because if that propensity is not managed, he will look at others' wives. You understand what I'm saying? It's a science with full focus. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekaha kurunandana. The whole society is structured in such a way that if somebody is serious to go back to Krishna, the whole Varnashram Dharma is supporting it. You understand it? Yeah. But if a person who doesn't know the purpose of life, if he goes and sits in that society, he will not understand ABC of what's going on. That's exactly what happened when Britishers came to India. They did not understand why Indians are the way Indians are. And they never tried to understand why the way Indians are the Indians are. And they made a mockery of it. And unfortunately, the Brahmanas were polluted. The education system is already gone. And they made a mockery of our traditions, our culture. Today, even if we speak that culture, it's called woman abuse. It's called men, what is that? Short, narrow way of thinking. It's called closed-minded people.
Yeah.
It's not closed-minded, Prabhu. It is actually open-minded. For Matajis and Prabhujis, it was very, very open-minded. We are very focused. Krishna in the Jnana Yoga section is telling that this is a consciousness a living entity needs to have to see Brahman, to experience Brahman, to know what is exactly happening. The interaction between senses, sense objects, working senses, emotions, the 26 elements, all these interlinked. And to make it work, the whole culture was established. And that is why Arjuna was telling in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita that Krishna, what will happen if our ancestors are killed? Who will maintain this culture? How will all these children will be Varna Shankaras, unwanted population, so that nobody can achieve the goal. Now you tell me, in Kali Yuga, is it possible to maintain brahmacharya? In the true sense? Difficult. Very difficult. If you ask me, it's impossible. All glories to great brahmacharis of ISKCON. All glories to them. They are not ordinary souls. Don't you ever in your dream try to compare yourself to somebody who has accepted brahmacharya ashram. They have done a lot of tapasya in their past lives that they are right now holding on to that and moving on. And we should support it and we should try to help them, not create disturbance. And if one brahmachari, for any reason, he wants to change ashram, respectfully invite him. Prabhu, we are there to support you. Please come. Don't see it as a wrong thing. Don't discuss and murmur or what do you call that? Gossip about it. The worst gossip is talking about a brahmachari changing ashram. Why? Why is it a gossip? What are you? He at least tried. What did you do? You gave up only, beginning itself. It's not easy. And there is nothing called brahmacharani ashram. If somebody has that thought process, I'm not going to satisfy your desire of accepting brahmacharani ashram. Nothing like that exists. Matajis have to be under the shelter of a Prabhuji. Have to be. Otherwise, you are not only a danger to yourself, you are a danger to the society also. Truly. Very dangerous. You might think, no, but I am. No, I'm sorry. Men outside are not going to keep quiet. That's the nature of a man. How do I change it? How do I change it? I can't. Right? Why do you think widows were not allowed into some functions, family programs? It might be shocking for you to hear that actually there is a lot of reasoning behind it. It's not that they're inauspicious. No, widow is not inauspicious. What wrong did she do to become inauspicious? No. But if a woman is found alone without a partner, somebody's mind will be polluted. You understand? Somebody's mind. It's not woman's fault. It's not woman's fault. But bringing a woman into a situation like that and keeping her in front of men and expecting men not to get polluted is also foolishness. And that is the reason our society always kept women protected. And what did the cosmopolitan culture say? No, widows are never married. Who told widows are never married? The elder brother takes care of the wife of the younger brother if the younger brother passes away. It's there. One male, and it's not for bodily attraction, it's for protection. Prabhu, the whole culture is shown upside down. Just like Lord Krishna talks about the tree being shown upside down. Perverted reflection of truth is shown exactly opposite. And what we are discussing here, mind you, contemplate on it, but don't discuss it outside because you'll look like a fool.
Because the whole ecosystem is changed.
Everything has changed. Whatever I say might be like somebody might get up and say, Prabhu, I'm independent woman. I'm sorry, Mataji. Come in the morning batch, not in the evening batch. You're not ready to hear the reality. Simple. There's no discussion on this. Right? So be careful. Be careful and keep the responsibility. See, life can put us in different situations, but fundamentals don't change. Right? Every woman has to be protected. Every man has to be monitored. Every man has to be monitored. बच्चा कोई नहीं है. कोई बच्चा नहीं है. Everybody has to be seen. As our children are also growing, educate them, tell them, make them more responsible. They're already growing. You can see the girls and boys, they're all growing into the teens. It's a good thing. They're learning why our culture is the way it is because the whole Sanatan Dharma is made to take us back home, back to Godhead. Prabhu, this is not an entertainment channel here to come and live in this material world, enjoy the senses and go. No. The material world is only made for one purpose. What is the purpose of the material world, Prabhu? To prepare us to go back. That's all. And the whole society is made that it is prepared to go back, whether or not you accept it. That is the truth. And if you are focused, let us remain there. Be strict to ourselves, not on others. Be strict to ourselves and be focused and go back. And all this will happen only if you are in good association. All this will happen if you are in good. If you go to a satsang and they are allowing you mixing around and all that, and you come back and tell me, Prabhu, you are too strict. उनको देख के सीखो. मुझे नहीं सीखना. मुझे नहीं सीखना. वो वहां जो चल रहा है चलने दो. यहाँ जो चलना है उसको चलने दो. According to time, place, and circumstance, the preacher is handling. Not that the preacher doesn't know. He knows, but क्या करें? He is dealing with dogs. So he has to tame them. Otherwise, they'll bite him. When Prabhuji was saying, when I see satsang, I see serpents. I don't know what I will speak and the serpent will get that. Anytime we can be bitten to death. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Nirgunatva means he who is free from gunas or from whom all qualities such as creation emanated. Sharirastho api means that although he is situated in the body, he does not accept characteristics of the body. This is what we should be. What we should be? Sharirastho api. Meaning, you are in the body, but you know that you are in the body. You are not the body. If you're getting uncontrolled desires, who is getting the desires here? Body and mind, not you. Body and mind, not you. Right? If you are able to remember that, you are Sthita Pragya. You are totally in Samadhi. Nobody can affect you. Nobody can affect you. If you are remembering, this body and mind is actually asking for desires, it is not me. Why do you think Acharyas are Acharyas? Because they can clearly see the difference between body, senses, sense objects, working senses, everything they can see. Everything they can see. And immediately they can, like Krishna says, right? The tortoise pulling its limbs inside. Right? There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita which says, whenever a Goswami wants to use his senses, he pulls it outside. And when he doesn't want his senses to be used, he pulls them inside. Just like a turtle. Krishna says, we should become like those turtles. We should become like those turtles. And becoming the turtle means you remember that you are the soul and not this body. And the only association where you will get to hear it again and again is Satsang. If somebody is saying, Prabhu, go ahead. No, I will not go ahead until I am convinced. Until I am convinced that I am convinced. I am repeating this because I am also struggling. Right? Life should not be like those, YouTube short videos. Right? So move kiya. One family is holding 4 balls. Throw the ball, go and get that ball. Second mother will do, go and get this ball. We are wondering what is the family doing. Next video. One Russian boy is standing, one person is taking his mobile. Another girl is coming, picking up that mobile. Time over video. Next, you might be thinking, how do I know all this? I am also Balika person. After 7 videos, I was wondering, what is going on here? After 7th video, I am wondering, what is going on here? It's so alluring. If Saptarishis come in Kali Yuga also, they will be seeing short videos. Isn't it? YouTube videos itself are dangerous. YouTube videos itself is dangerous, and short videos is even more dangerous. I mean, have you seen how dumb they are sometimes? You seen that?
They get millions of likes. But they get millions of likes.
Huh?
Millions of likes. Not only views, likes.
My views.
Likes.
The intelligence of the world is put in designing those videos
Yeah,
so that you get attracted.
the whole thing. Short videos. Make short videos. People are behind. Yeah. It's a lot of money, my son is telling. Yeah, he's right. He's right. It's a lot of money. See, sometimes he tells me, Papa, why don't you make short videos?
YouTube short videos for ISKCON.
Huh? Prabhu, don't go to short videos and search for ISKCON videos. Because in between ISKCON videos, one Russian girl will come. She'll throw her mobile. One blind fellow will come. He'll pick up the mobile. One free mobile they'll give. And it will become like, some, I don't know that video. And it's like meaningless. I don't know why they make those videos, but I'm still looking at them. I'm scared of it, these days. When I open YouTube, for whatever reason, just below that the short videos will be there. And the screen is with attractive something. You better click it. Right? And beside that, Gauranga Prabhu's video will be there.
Yeah.
And beside that, one Russian video will be there.
Yeah.
And beside that, Gaur Gopal Prabhu video will be there.
Yeah.
If you are thinking I'm clicking Gaur Gopal Prabhu video, bhaiya, tu to phas gaya, khatam. You are gone. You cannot stop short videos.
Oh, you can.
You will not.
It's true that
Something is coming. Something is coming. And you know what extent? One of my in office, I was speaking to one. I heard one. I was not speaking. One girl is complaining that the same short videos are coming. They're not making anything new.
it means she has seen all.
That means she has seen all. And in between that short video, in Satsang, I am telling that you are not this body. किधर से घुसेगा बोलो यार? किधर से घुसेगा? In Kaliuga, that is the reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. ये तुम लोग से कुछ नहीं होने वाला. हाथ उठाओ. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे.
बस. There is no other hope. There is no other hope. Kalau nasteva nasteva nasteva. Ratiranyata. There is no other way except chanting. You cannot do tapasya. You cannot do tapasya. Our eyes are, like searching for sense objects all the time. You are seeing your short videos. You are seeing the neighbors also. वो क्या देख रहा है? बाप रे.
And everyone it changes actually.
Really?
It's customized.
Customized
for what you are doing.
Personalized.
They are not fixed here. It has
And
an
still you are
algorithm.
seeing. After telling all this also you are seeing.
It has an algorithm. A based
No,
algorithm.
there is no short videos. There is no shortcut. We have to chant sincerely and go back to it. Huh? Who is speaking? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that is there. No, that is there. Yeah.
No, it will come.
No, it will come.
I'm okay, Mataji. I'm okay with that. Recently I'll show my mobile. I was getting so addicted, that I don't want to see what I'm seeing. And by the way, nobody is seeing me, right? I can see, nobody is seeing me, right? I think that nobody is seeing. But who is seeing? Moon is seeing, sun is seeing, Panchabhutas are seeing, Paramatma is seeing, and my darling Yamadharmaraj is seeing. నాటకాలు చేస్తావరా దా బిడ్డరా I can't go there. I can't go to Yamadharma. Why me? Why oil? Chitragupta, bring here the short videos. He మొత్తం చూసాం. He has the full history. You can't delete the history. History is there. Full history.
While we are watching this video, they are watching our video.
They're watching a video. And they don't clear history. They maintain history. Full data science they maintain. यथा सर्वगतं संयुक्यात् सौक्ष्म्यात् यथा सर्वगतं सौक्ष्म्यात् आकाशं नोपलिप्यते सर्वत्र अवस्थितो देहे तथात्मा नोपलिप्यते. Translation, repeat after me. The sky, due to its subtle nature, does not mix with anything. Although it is all pervading. Similarly, the soul, situated in Brahman vision, does not mix with the body. Though situated in that body. Lord Krishna is explaining that it is possible. This verse should give us a hope that it is possible. That exactly like sky remains sky, even though it mixes with everything, but sky is sky. A soul can remain a soul, even though it's mixing with various bodies. It can. It is possible. Perfect. The air and can someone give some water?
Take this one.
I got the magic bottle of lemon coke. Really good, yeah. So the air enters into water, mud, stool, and whatever else is there. Still, it does not mix with anything. Similarly, the living entity, even though situated in varieties of bodies, is aloof from them due to its subtle nature. Therefore, it is impossible to see with the material eyes how the living entity is in contact with this body and how he is out of it after destruction of the body. No one in science can ascertain this. You can't see it, but with ears you can see it. With eyes you can't see it. How many feel that seeing through ears is more powerful than seeing through eyes? Really, even in life, seeing through ears, right? You hear and you can actually see more clearly. Even in relationships, no matter what a great smile he might keep, but if you hear him properly, you'll know this fellow is a crooked fellow. Hearing is more clearer vision than seeing. Seeing you can be easily cheated, but hearing you cannot. And hearing also to some extent, but it is more powerful. It's more powerful. Hearing, right? So, if you are hearing from the right authority, and if you are practicing the spiritual life properly, then it is possible that we can distinguish ourselves from the body. And the greatness of our acharyas is that they have given the philosophy so nicely open to us that if you read these kind of purports every day, you will never forget that you are the soul. There is one Prabhuji, his name is Tulsi Vallabh Prabhu. He is my godbrother. He lives in Denver. And he is a pujari in the temple, Radha Govinda temple. He is a pujari. He told me, and he is married to a American Mataji, and he is a South Indian, Telugu wala, from Tarnaka. Nice, sweet devotee. He did his MS there. And so that Mataji is more traditional than Indian girl. I've never seen, even an Indian girl like her, like the way she carries herself, the way she talks. Forgot her name. My wife remembers her name. Anyway, so that Prabhuji was telling me that, Prabhu, if I don't read 40 pages of Prabhupada purport every day, I can't worship the deities in the right consciousness. He told. If I have to worship Radha Govinda deities in the right consciousness of Radha and Krishna, I have to read 40 pages of Prabhupada purports every day. How much time does it take for 40 pages? 1.5 to 2 hours. 1.5 to 2 hours. 40 pages of Bhagavatam. So he says that I have to read this much to be reminded that I'm not this body, I'm the soul, and they are deities, and they are Swayam Krishna and Radharani. And then I can do my worship. Otherwise, I'm polluted. Once my Guru Maharaj was dressing the deities, and when you dress the deities, there are more than one people. One person is dressing Radharani, one person is dressing Krishna, one person is dressing Srinathji, one person is dressing Gauranga Mahaprabhu, one person is dressing Nityananda Prabhu. And there is a lot of rush. And there is a lot of rush to get the deity decorated because the Darshanarti has to happen. And there is a fixed time for Darshanarti. And every day the whole deity is cleansed, nicely. Abhishekam is not done, but with wet cloth, everything nicely. And you don't treat that it's like a idol or anything. You actually are very careful. When you have to clean the eyes, what do you do? Of a deity, not like this. You say, like this. So that's how you do. That's how you do. Right? When you clean the lips, what do? You don't do like that. Isn't it? That's how you do. So everything is done. When deity worship happens, you actually are conscious that that's Krishna. This is Radharani. So when Guru Maharaj was doing the deity Alankarana, he was, I don't know which deity, but he was doing, and beside him there was another brahmachari. He was trying to dress Radharani. And he was getting very uncomfortable. He was seen very uncomfortable. And my Guru Maharaj understood. He said, you go. You go. Because your conscience is not right. Your conscience is not right. You're not seeing Radharani the way you're supposed to. see Radharani. You're not seeing Krishna the way you're supposed to see Krishna. You can go. And that's okay. The devotee was instructed, he has to improve his sadhana, he has to be conscious, then you can come and do what you're supposed to do. Right? Otherwise, even in the deities, you'll go and say, oh, features of Radharani are very sharp here. You're still looking at bodily aspect. Its spiritual aspect has not yet evoked. Right? It's a different consciousness that acharyas carry. That acharyas carry when they see deities, when they see devotees, when they see anybody. It's a different level of consciousness. Right? So ordinary people can't understand. Don't even try to make them understand. And if you are not understanding right now, that's okay. Accept that I cannot understand Prabhu. But it's a different consciousness when you are doing deity worship also. And consciousness can be corrected only if you have regular good sadhana. That's the only way. We are sadhakas. We are all sadhakas. Till when we are sadhakas? Until we die. Until we die. Don't think I have ever perfected my sadhana. Prabhu, I am ready now. No, you are never ready. You're only given an opportunity to do something. That's all. You're not ready. Right? And that consciousness remains. I am a sadhaka. Sadhaka means what?
Practitioner.
Practitioner. Of what? What your guru has given. What your guru has given. Your guru knows better. Your guru knows your situation. Whatever he gives, do it. And that will purify you. Following the order of guru is the only purification for false ego. Ahankara cannot be removed if you don't have a guru. A lot of people say, Prabhu, I don't need a guru for spiritual life. Well, then you remain in this material world. Because the thickest layer of material world is what? False ego. How many times thicker than the previous layer? 10 times. False ego is 10 times thicker than intelligence. Intelligence is 10 times thicker than the mind. Mind is 10 times thicker than the air. Air is 10 times thicker than the earth. Earth is 10 times thicker than the water. Water is 10 times thicker than the ether. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing the sequence somewhere.
Yeah.
But point is, it gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. Nobody can escape this material world. It was there in the chapter we read recently. Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 12th chapter. Time, measurement of time. It was there in that. These layers. The thickest layer is false ego. Prabhu's false ego is the thickest layer. I am the doer. I can do. I can figure it out. Can you all say, I can do? Naturally you can tell. Tell me. It's very natural in you. I am the doer. Bolo.
I can do.
I am the doer. I can do. You're all shy today. But that's the reality. You think that you are the doer. You want to take chances. You're gambling, even in spiritual life. Gambling with your human birth. You're gambling with your human birth. Don't think you're following the 4th relative principle. No gambling. You're gambling with your human birth. If you're not serious about this, to remove your ahankara. Ahankara can be sliced only by a guru. Ahankara cannot be removed by anybody else. Guru is needed. He will slice your ahankara. And a guru will come into your life only if you are asking for one. You should ask for one. Right? When there is a terrorist attack on you, what do you ask for? Z security. Right? Where the senses are attacking you, what are you asking for? Shelter of Guru. Srinivasacharya Prabhu once told me that the person who is losing control over his senses means he is losing mercy of his Guru. Charlotte, Srinivasacharya Prabhu, heavy statement it was. He said, if you are finding that you are not able to control your senses, that means your mercy of your Guru is going away. You are doing something wrong. Something wrong. You figure it out what you are doing wrong. Either you are offending Vaishnavas, or your sadhana is not right, or knowingly. And there is a Vaishnava in your house also. You know that, right? Your own wife, your own mother, your own husband. You're doing some nonsense. That is the reason your senses are not in control. Your Guru's mercy is going away. And the person who has Guru's mercy, when the Guru is pleased by you, you can control your senses. You will control your senses. So only through Guru's mercy. Krishna is the one who actually controls our senses. Rishikesha. He is the one who controls everybody's senses. But he will control only when the Guru is pleased. He will not control if the Guru is not pleased. Prabhu, if you are able to control your senses, you are the king of the world. Who told this? Rupa Goswami told this. Vacho vegam, manasikoda vegam, juha vegam, udarapastra vegam, vegan, susadesha kama, ekam apyam prithvim sudishya. Right? Adha verse ud gaya. Another batch of bhaksas is getting ready. How many second batch people are there? 50, right? How many have not done Bhakti Shastra equivalent? Why are you not in the second batch then? Get into the second batch. Should. Why is Bhakti Shastra good? Because it will help you in your spiritual life. It will take away that other time you have still kept for YouTube short videos. Even that time is gone. Right? Even before you are thinking, Shloka recitation test will come. And everybody will like, Prabhuji, wait, I'll tell you, Prabhuji. Wait. You are the one who's not telling the word. Huh? The tension will start as soon as the module is getting over. Bahar mein aa raha. Anyway.
New office is also ready for the exams.
Huh?
Our new office is ready for exams.
Yes, you have a new examination center now. Yes, new office, new examination center. Right?
You can give the plus.
Yeah, we can be invigilators.
You know, bro. Thank you. Yeah. See, this is the problem. Even in exam, focus is not on exam. What you have ordered. Samosa या कचौरी? हाँ? मतलब जलेबी किधर है? बाप रे. यथा प्रकाशयति एका यथा प्रकाशयति एका कृत्स्नं लोकम् इमं रवि क्षेत्रं क्षेत्री तथा कृत्स्नं Is it Krishnam or Kritsnam? Prakashayati Bharata. O son of Bharata, as the sun alone illuminates all this universe, so does the living entity. One within the body. Illuminate the entire body by consciousness. How powerful is the soul now? It can literally make your entire body conscious. You'll be surprised if you are sitting inside a bus. The bus is not your body. You are sitting in the bus. And somebody comes behind the bus and does like this. You will know it. You'll know it. Even if without the sound, you'll know it. Somebody has touched the bus. It is so conscious. Soul it pervades like that. Just imagine that's a secondary pervade. Like it's not just your body, but like for example, I'm sitting on the sofa. If somebody touches this sofa on the other side, I can feel it. I will know it. It's like that. And your soul rejects even without your knowledge. Like sometimes some people you can't stand. Some people's aura you can't stand. You're wondering why, but you can't understand why. You just can't stand some people. Right? Not because of arguments. That is Grahastha life. I'm talking about literally you can't stand. Because like somebody is coming angrily to you. You can't stand. Immediately go back. Naturally you'll go back. You don't go to him immediately. He's coming angry. Ah, bolo Prabhu. You'll not go like that. Immediately go back. Right? So if soul is so conscious, let's hear from Prabhupada. There are various theories regarding consciousness. There are various theories regarding consciousness. Here in Bhagavad Gita, the example of the sun and the sunshine is given. As the sun is situated at one place but is illuminating the whole universe, so a small particle of spirit soul, although situated in the heart of this body, is illuminating the whole body by consciousness. Thus, consciousness is a proof of the presence of the soul, as sunshine or light is a proof of the presence of the sun. When the soul is present in the body, there is consciousness all over the body. And as soon as the soul has passed from the body, there is no more consciousness. This can be easily understood by any intelligent man. Therefore, consciousness is not a product of the combinations of matter. It is the symptom of the living entity. The consciousness of the living entity, although qualitatively one with the supreme consciousness, is not supreme, because the consciousness of one particular body does not share that of another body. This is very important. I'll read it again. Please, everybody focus. The consciousness of the living entity, although qualitatively one with the supreme consciousness, is not supreme, because the consciousness of one particular body does not share that of another body. But the super soul, which is situated in all bodies, as the friend of the individual soul, is conscious of all bodies. That is the difference between supreme consciousness and individual consciousness. Right? We cannot, you cannot say what is the conscious of the person opposite, sitting opposite you. You can't. Even though it can be your own son, even though it can be your own daughter, even though it can be your own wife, your own parent, you can't. You just cannot. But Krishna can. Krishna knows the consciousness of everybody. He can do that. We can't do that. So that is the reason we can never be God. We can never ever think of being God. But it's so unfortunate. The most sellable philosophy outside is
You are God.
you are God.
99.99.
99.99% philosophy that is sold outside is you are God. And people believe it. Main Bhagwan hu. They believe it. Does he have control on his consciousness? No. Can he know what is others' consciousness? No. So how does an object with the quality of illumination remain unaffected with the qualities of the object it illuminates? To explain this with an example, Krishna is speaking the verse beginning with the word yatha. Yeah. So there is Brahma Sutra reference and Katha Upanishad reference explaining the same thing. Kshetra kshetnyor evam antaram jnana chakshusa bhuta prakriti moksham cha ye viduryanti te param. Translation. Please repeat after me. Those who see with eyes of knowledge, the difference between the body and the knower of the body, and can also understand the process of liberation from bondage in material nature, attain to the supreme goal. Right? This is the concluding verse of 30th chapter. Ultimately, Lord Krishna is telling, you can attain to the supreme goal if you understand. What all you should understand? Repeat after me. Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnana, Jnana, and Prakriti, right? Atma, Paramatma. All these things you should be able to individually recognize. Then you can attain the supreme goal through Jnana Yoga. Through Jnana Yoga. Actually, 12th chapter is over. Bhagavad Gita is over in 12th chapter, where Krishna talks about Bhakti Yoga, finish. But why is he giving Jnana Yoga? Because he knows that devotees can get diverted again. He knows the power of the material world. So after 12th chapter, he is giving Jnana Yoga from 13th chapter to 18th chapter. He is giving further knowledge. That Arjuna, I know, you have surrendered to me. Bhagavad Gita is over, 12th chapter over. But Arjuna, you have understood, but there will be others who will come in future. In this region, Kajagoda, Gachibowli, they have not understood. So I will tell you the 13th chapter. That these people need to know, because Jnana through knowledge will stop you.
How is this Jnana chapter different from 4th chapter? That is also transcendental knowledge.
Huh?
How is this different from 4th chapter?
There is introducing himself. 4th chapter is introducing himself. And he's saying how to reach me through work in knowledge. That is a work, that is a knowledge needed to perform Karma Yoga. 3rd chapter is Karma Yoga. 4th chapter is knowledge to perform Karma Yoga. Right? This knowledge is not just about Karma Yoga. This is about who you are, who is God. Who is this? What is that? Kshetra. Who is the knower? Who is the knower? Who is the body? Who are the devatas? These are all the questions that Arjuna asks after the whole Bhakti Yoga section. He asks, by the way, Krishna, what is going on here? Can you explain? Who is the body? Who is the knower of the body? What are the things I should know? What are the things I need not know? What is knowable? What is not knowable? And who am I and who is Prakriti? Tell me all this. This is the 13th chapter, 1st and 2nd verse. And then Krishna explains the whole 13th chapter, explaining Kshetra. Your body is a Kshetra. Kshetrajna. Soul is the knower of body. Right? Then Jnana. What is knowledge according to me? Except this, everything is ignorance. And what is knowable? What is knowable? Most importantly, knowable and should be known is that who is soul, who is the body, what is Prakriti. Don't mix these three and don't think that you are the body. And finally, he says, those who see with eyes of knowledge the difference between the body and the knower of the body can also understand the process of liberation from bondage in material nature. Now, what is the process of liberation? For example, in this age of Kali Yuga, what is the process of liberation? Chanting the holy names. Unless you know that you are not this body, unless you know who is the Paramatma, unless you know who is God, how can you chant? You will not chant. You will chant as a formality. Lot of people chant. Actually, old people very easily they start chanting. Very easily they stop chanting also. My mother's sister, she started chanting 32 rounds. I told her, do you want to hear something from Bhagavad Gita? No. She automatically stopped 32 rounds. Started at 32, stopped at 32. It can happen. Right? Yeah. But knowledge is very important. Yes, Prabhuji. I can hear you. No, please sit and talk. Yeah.
How to get Guru, Prabhu?
How to?
Get Guru.
Guru.
How to get a guru?
For example, Vasishtha. After that, Vishwamitra. First, Vasishtha, Puraga Guru. And thereafter, Vishwamitra. But everybody got their gurus. But for example, in Buddhavatara, the Buddha did not get any guru.
Who did not?
Buddha.
Buddha, Gautam Buddha. He is Swayam Bhagavan.
Swayam Bhagavan.
Hmm.
But Bhagavan also should we get guru.
Yes,
Without guru, you can't do anything.
yes.
You have to go
And-
some time back.
Yeah, and that is the reason Buddha did not leave a Buddha Purana.
But Akash, he got the Advaita Mahapurusha.
Huh?
Advaita
Yeah, he sat and did meditation under that
Chittu.
set kinda.
Ram Chittu. Which goes to daily night Kasi for the darshan of Mahasiva 13 times. Per day, per night. So, what I mean, sir, how to get guru?
How to get guru? So Prabhuji,
I'm a common man like you.
Yes, Prabhu. So first of all, let me clear on the Lord Buddha's aspect. Lord Buddha appearance was for a particular purpose. He came for that purpose to establish ahimsa on the planet. He came and he did that. After that, he did not leave any knowledge. Lord Buddha did not leave any Buddha Purana. If you see, all the avatars has a Purana, Sthala Purana or a Purana explaining the Leelas, right? Avatar related Purana. But Lord Buddha doesn't have any Purana. There is nothing called Buddha Purana. You have Matsya Purana, Kurma Purana, right? Varaha Purana. But you will never see Buddha Purana because Lord Buddha did not come to give knowledge. He only taught us that ahimsa parama dharma. At that point, stop all the ahimsa. Don't use the Vedas to kill animals and get some kind of piety. Reject the Vedas. If that is what stops you from killing animals, reject the Vedas. So he did a particular act. So him not having guru is a different thing. But coming back to your question, Prabhuji. Yeah.
But unfortunately, the Buddha it was at the top in India. In China, Japan, it's not the
They don't practice Buddhism. Nobody on the planet is practicing Buddhism. Nobody on the planet is practicing Buddhism. They are practicing their own self-made-ism. There is no Buddhism in the name of Buddha.
They need everything.
They use Buddha's name to create their own ism. There is nothing called Buddhism. Because Buddha never gave any knowledge. He told some things to his disciples, but that's not, he did not leave a process of liberation. He did not have a process of liberation. And all these people do is meditation. Now Dalai Lama is eating chicken soup also. That's another thing. They lost faith in everything, right? Ahimsa parama dharma. And at one point he even accepted chicken soup. Where is the ahimsa? What is ahimsa you're talking about? Right? So I don't say that Buddhists are bad people or good people. But what they are claiming as from Buddha is not coming from Buddha. It is some meditational technique. It has gone into some levels. They have achieved some, they also experience some things. Out of body travel they'll experience. But all those are siddhis. They are behind all that meditation. They're not nothing to do with body opening gate. Another way of looking at it. You want to say something? Yeah.
నేను చెప్పేదానికి ఏంటంటే భగవద్గీతలో ఆన్సర్ ఉంది. భగవద్గీతలో ఆన్సర్ ఉంది.
Does the mic work?
Mataji mic.
Yes, we can take the mic.
సో కృష్ణుడు ఉద్ధవుడికి చెప్తాడు, ఉద్ధవ 2 రకాల గురువు ఉంటాడు. ఒక గురువు ఏంటంటే నువ్వే గురువు. ఏంటి ఆ గురువు? నువ్వు ఈ మెటీరియల్ వరల్డ్ లో ఒకటి చూసి అనుభవించి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అయ్యి నువ్వు నాలెడ్జ్ వస్తుంది. సో ఏ నాలెడ్జ్ వస్తుంది మనకు? సో ఆ నాలెడ్జ్ వచ్చినంత మాత్రాన మన గురువు అక్కర్లేదని కాదు. ఏం నాలెడ్జ్ రావాలి అంటే ఈ మెటీరియల్ వరల్డ్ లో మనకన్నీ బాధలే అని అర్థం రావాలి. అది సెల్ఫ్ అవేకింగ్. బుద్ధ కూడా అంతే వచ్చింది. దాని తర్వాత స్క్రిప్చర్స్ ఏమంటారంటే ఉద్ధవుడికి కృష్ణుడు ఏం చెప్తాడంటే అంతవరకు ఉంది, అది స్టార్టింగ్, మినిమం అంతే ఉండాలి. అంటున్నవాడు when he thinks that this material world is full of misery, దీని నుంచి బయటికి ఎలా అలా వెళ్ళాలి అనేది మనం గురువు దగ్గర నేర్చుకోవాలి. సో కృష్ణుడు ఏమంటాడంటే ఫస్ట్ నువ్వు గురు, అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, అవుట్ ఆఫ్ సీయింగ్ యూ విల్ బికమ్ గురు. ఓకే, బట్ మోర్ దెన్ దాట్ you should take a shelter of guru who will tell you the process, or he will give you a gyan to come out of this situation. So all the scriptures recommend that you have to have a guru. He is the only one who can fully liberate you. Okay? So compulsory to gurus undaru. Okay, so most of the people em chestarante when they get process of self realization kotthiga awakening vastadu vaadu, or they are very much sure that this material world is Maya, or they say this is not a place of being happy, and they're happy with that. With that realization, they're happy. But Bhagavatam says intelligent person is the one who wants to transcend this world. And for that, seeking the guru is the highest.
రాంబాబు గారి కన్క్లూజన్ ఏంటంటే ఏ లక్షణాన్ని బట్టి నేను గురువుని ఎంచుకోవాలి, గురువులో ఏ లక్షణాలు ఉండాలి?
Yeah. So how do you get a guru? Let me get back to that answer now. Instead of me answering, I'll ask that question to everybody. How and when will you get a guru? How and when? Two questions. Lift your hand, I'll send the mic. Tell what comes to your mind. So where is the mic? Pass it on to Prabhu. Let's discuss this out. We are okay. Let me do a thing. I'll read the purport of this one verse, then we'll get into this discussion. I just want to finish it. The purport of the 13th chapter. Please sit down. Yeah. Please, everybody focus. This is the last purport of the 13th chapter, which is Prabhupada, kind of concluding the whole chapter. The purport of the 13th chapter is that one should know the distinction between the body, the owner of the body, and the super soul. One should recognize the process of liberation, as discussed in the verses 8 through 12. Then one can go to the supreme destination. A faithful person should at first have some good association to hear of God. So this is where it starts. A faithful person should at first have some good association to hear of God, and thus gradually becomes enlightened. If one accepts a spiritual master, one can learn to distinguish between the matter and spirit, and that becomes a stepping stone for further spiritual realization. A spiritual master, by various instructions, teaches his students to get free from the material concept of life. For instance, in Bhagavad Gita, we find Krishna instructing Arjuna to free him from materialistic considerations. One can understand that this body is matter. It can be analyzed with its 24 elements. The body is a gross manifestation, and the subtle manifestation is the mind and psychological effects. And the symptoms of life are the interaction of these features. But over and above this, there is a soul. And there is also the super soul. The soul and the super soul are two. This material world is working by the conjunction of the soul and the 24 material elements. One who can see the constitution of the whole material manifestation as this combination of the soul and the material elements, and can also see the situation of the supreme soul, becomes eligible to for transfer to the spiritual world. Do you all understand this? Beautiful, actually, Prabhupada's way of putting it. These things are meant for contemplation and for realization, and one should have the complete understanding of this chapter with the help of the spiritual master. Nobody can understand 13th chapter without Prabhupada's purpose. I can tell you. Very heavy philosophy. Doesn't the Bhakti and the purpose? So 13th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of nature, the enjoyer, and the consciousness. Yeah. Now coming to the question. How do you find a guru, and when will you find a guru? Prabhuji.
In my little experience, Prabhu, how do you find a guru? It's like when you want to know the solution to your problems, whatever you're facing at that time, and when you have intense desire or hankering, then guru will manifest.
So you have intense desire and hankering. Amazing answer. Actually, Prabhuji answered, but let us hear other answers also.
And initial days when I was reading Prabhupada's purpose, to some extent I could understand, but at one point I could not understand anything. There was a point that you need a spiritual master there to go further. So to clear the stucking part in our bhakti, guru is very much required.
Yes. Anybody else? How can you find a guru, and when can you? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji.
So maybe I think guru is always there. You find him when you are ready, basically.
Yes, you find him when you are ready.
Always is always.
Yes, he is always there. Amazing point. This was told by Indradunya Maharaj. One devotee went to Indradunya Maharaj. He was saying, Maharaj, I want mercy. Please, Maharaj, mercy. This is like a famous dialogue in ISKCON. You keep using it, right? I want mercy, mercy, mercy. Maharaj told, mercy is there. You are not taking it. Mercy is there always. You are not taking it. You are the one who is not serious to take it. Yes, Mataji, please go on.
Prabhuji, what I have understood, you don't find the guru, guru finds you.
Yes, Guru
The
finds you.
super soul, which is all pervading,
Yes.
understands that when is the right time for you,
Hmm.
informs the spiritual master, and he manifests.
Yes, wonderful point. Yeah, Guru finds you when when he sees that you are actually in need. Anybody else? Yeah, you wanted to tell something? All your answers are right. Not that any one of them is. But I'm trying to get to one point.
First of all, you should be convinced that you are suffering and you are diseased and you need somebody to help.
Hari bol, Hari bol. That is the answer I was looking for. That is the answer I was looking for. If you are not convinced that you are diseased, you will never find a guru. Simple. Are you convinced that you are diseased? Unless you are convinced you are diseased, will you go to a doctor? Huh? Even if you go to a doctor, will you take his advice seriously? You will not take it seriously. You have to be convinced that Bhaiya, ab tera band bajne wala hai. You better fix your health or fix your weight or you fix your life. Otherwise, you are going to face it now. Abhi ho gaya. Now nobody has to tell you anymore. Now you know it. Unless you are convinced that you are diseased, no treatment will work. No guru can help you. No guru can help you. Even if the seed is the best seed, but your heart is like a rock, will it sprout any plants? It has to be fertile. It has to be ready to accept. And that acceptance comes only when you are humble. And you are humbled only when you are aware of your situation. That's all it is. People, who are the ones who make spiritual progress? You know the answer. The people who know how diseased they are. If you are sitting there and thinking, I think okay, you're over. You'll not make any progress. And doesn't mean that it's a negative emotion. It's not a negative emotion to carry that I'm sick. You don't have to tell anybody. You'll know. You'll know how sick you are. Sunday evening will become your priority when you know that this is the only hope. Sunday evening will become priority when you know that this is the only hope. If this doesn't work, then mera to ho gaya. I don't know what else to do. Then you'll actually go for something on Monday also. I mean, you have to become desperate. Prabhu, you should become so desperate that there should be satsang every day. You should become so desperate that there should be satsang every hour. Otherwise, mera kya hoga? I can die any moment. Right? Recently, my son Hriday is not here. He saw a person dying right beside him in hospital the other day. He was admitted right beside him. The person died. I saw that person in the morning. 27-year-old boy. Nice muscular body, nicely built. He died beside him in ICU. Nobody expected him to die because he got some external injuries. So skin idhar gaya, some road accident, external injuries. He was brought to post ICU ward. He died. Entire hospital, all the doctors went this, that thing, pushing, doing. They struggled on him for 40 minutes. 40 minutes, 5 doctors are pushing him upside down, doing something to make him breathe. He's dead. He's dead. A whole night, a whole hospital was mourning with his mother, with his sister, with his whole family. Right? What does that make you do? You heard this incident. What does it make you do? Does it make you become serious in spiritual life? Or this incident is like, I have seen also. I have no vision. I also seen. Doctors, they see one person dying every day, but they don't become spiritual. That is Maya. That is Maya. I heard of a doctor. He raped a dead body. In post-mortem ward, he used to have physical relation with dead bodies. Now you tell me where is ignorance? He's a doctor who does post-mortem. He opens the body, throws all that filthy stuff from inside the body, and he's having, like physical satisfaction with that dead body. Now tell me what is Maya? Huh? So simply seeing blood and mucus and pus will not make us spiritual. Simply seeing dead body will not make you spiritual. The only difference between, that night in the hospital, me seeing the dead body versus me seeing the dead body before coming to Krishna consciousness is the purpose of Prabhupada. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. Because I'm reading the purpose of Prabhupada, I'm able to see, Bhaiya, mera kya halat hai? What is my situation? Acharya speaks from his commentaries. You will see the difference. Otherwise, you will not see. Even in front of you, whatever happens, you will not see the truth. You will not see the truth. You will get a guru only when you are convinced that you are deceased. Until then, the guru will not come. Why guru will not come? Because Krishna wants to utilize his selected workforce in the most efficient way. There are very less number of genuine gurus. Why will he waste a guru with a person who is not ready to listen to him? Will he waste? Krishna is not. No, I don't want to waste. If this fellow is serious, then only I'll send a genuine guru. If he is not serious, wants a guru, then Krishna will send a cheater guru also.
A big one, bro, big one. You need a big one.
Right? He'll send a cheater guru also. He'll pakka send a cheater guru. And you'll be convinced that he is your guru. You'll be convinced that he is your guru. Yes, sir.
In the Mahaprabhu movement, even though we don't deserve it, even though we don't understand, we don't realize, yet this is all created. Otherwise, what you're explaining is like, I'm not trying to dilute the seriousness. I was just sharing my view. Ideally, until unless a disciple feels the desperate situation, Guru won't come. That is from the Shastric perspective. But
Yes.
in the Mahaprabhu's movement, even though you are ignorant, even though you are unknown, that mercy is given to you so that you move ahead, even though you don't get into that desperate
It
situation.
is right, but there is one catch in that too.
How to-
Mahaprabhu is Patita Pavan, not Kapata Pavan. That is the difference. Mahaprabhu is Patita Pavan. Even though however fallen you are conditioned, he will come and save you. But if you are wantedly doing what you are doing, and you are asking for mercy, then Mahaprabhu also will not help. Then God will not help. He is not going to do a kapati help.
Means like sincerely we are not seeking. That is how we need to answer.
Prabhu, say that I am fallen. Say that I am fallen. Say that I am fallen. But also understand that you are fallen. And feel regretful that you are fallen. And beg for that help that I am fallen. Please help me. I am not able to get up myself. But when you get an opportunity, you are doing the sin again with full discretion. Then Mahaprabhu will not help. No Guru can help. See, there is a difference, Prabhu. You know, our senses are used to certain kind of enjoyment and they will pull us to do that sin again. But you will still have a choice at one point. And Paramatma will speak to you that don't do it. And still you do it. Maybe that's also pressure of the senses only. But one moment will come where actually you will do the sin and expect the mercy.
That is wrong.
When you keep doing it again and again and again, a point will come where you will say, okay, you are Patita Pavana Hetu, let me do the sin. And that is what is the seventh offense of the holy names. Chanting the holy name, committing sinful activities in the name of chanting the holy name. So that Mahaprabhu will not spare. That this fellow is now cheating me. We will know it, Prabhuji. You know, see, we all go through tough spiritual life. It's not easy. But at the end of the day, we should keep begging. When you go in front of the Supreme Lord, Prabhu, I tell you, devotees cry very easily. I don't know if you observed, but genuinely you will cry after some time in spiritual life. When you go in front of Krishna or deities, you will go na, in a temple, Garbhagudi, you go very close, you will just cry. You know why you will cry? Out of helplessness. Krishna, please help me. I am not able to do it now. They say, "Nahi ho raha hai, Krishna, please help me." And that cry will come because you are actually helpless. But people who are kapati, they will not cry. They'll tell that, Krishna, I'm helpless, but they cannot cry. Crying happens out of desperateness. Please help me. There is no other way. Please help me. Yeah, you want to say?
So the answer to your question is, you're talking about Mahaprabhu being very merciful and being Patita Pavan, and he coming and giving Krishna Prema. But two things here. First thing is, there are some people who consider themselves fallen or are acharyas, okay, and they really required or they showed the need of Guru. Okay. And the second one, Mahaprabhu coming and that's called intervention. Why? Because all these compassionate Vaishnavas who were around, seeing the situation of the other persons, they desired. That is why Krishna had to come as Mahaprabhu and he intervened. That's why it's called Mahaprabhu. It's not like. So Krishna also, more than you pray to yourself, Krishna does what you need when somebody else prays. So all the devotees of the Lord who were there, they were worried, like all these people are going away from Bhakti. Please come. For that reason, he had to come in that form and give Bhakti to the Guru.
Yeah.
Because he's Advaita Acharya. Yeah. So that's also one of the reasons Krishna himself came as Mahaprabhu and
Yeah. And another reason why we need a Guru is because Guru will pray for us. Guru's prayer is very strong. When Guru prays, and how does Guru pray? Guru, not only the person Guru prays, the Tattva Guru prays. The Tattva of Guru itself prays for a living entity. And Guru's disciples, who are your God brothers, they will pray for you. Your Siksha Guru will pray for you. Other devotees around you will pray for you. Satsanga will pray for you. Right? The whole parampara will pray for you. And then there is a hope. That is the reason we need a Guru. Getting connection to parampara means what? For what? Not for name. For their prayers. For their mercy. They will pray for us. The Gurus are very, very merciful. They will pray. As soon as they see us ignorant in our material life, they immediately pray. Don't you think if somebody is getting deviated in the satsang, will you allow him to go or will you hold him? पकड़ेंगे ना? पकड़ेंगे नहीं पकड़ेंगे? Somebody is slowly getting drifted away. We'll catch him, right? Who is making you catch them? Krishna. From inside you, he'll tell, call that Mataji, she's not coming. There are some Matajis who are not coming. There are some Prabhus who are not coming. I am so sure somebody from the satsang is calling them. Call them. I do my calling, my cold calling. I do. Some people have reduced me to a milk vendor. That's okay. That's also my business. Right? They tell me, tomorrow only 1 liter. Prabhu gaya, Dandavad gaya, sab gaya. No problem. At least I'm in touch. I'm in touch with the person. Some way, the person is still connected and connected. Prabhu, don't leave anybody to. Don't allow people to go away from satsang. Hold them. That is the purpose of satsang. Right? If you see me tomorrow doing some nonsense, don't leave me. If I die, I'll come like a ghost in your house. Don't leave me. I'm telling you, warning you. I need that help. We all need that help. We all need that help. Isn't it? Why do you think we created satsang? Why do you think this whole satsang is created? To save each other. Protection ring hai. Kaise bhagega? Once Gaurang Prabhu was saying that he was taking rest in Govardhan. There was a yatra going on, and he was taking rest in Govardhan. So he came to sleep, but he saw a person in his second bed. It was a shade room. That person started chanting, and Gaurang Prabhu was like, "How many rounds are left?" It was like 10 o'clock in the night. That person told 10 rounds. Prabhu, 10 rounds? You look very tired. No, I'm just thinking. What are you thinking? I am remembering that person who gave me this chanting in first place. I'm removing that person who brought me into this problem now. I've committed 16, 10 more rounds are left. Gwaram Prabhu said, okay, you continue, I'll sleep.
At times it's the gratitude that actually keeps you going.
Yeah, it's just a gratitude. Just a gratitude. Gratitude is the only force that makes us continue in spiritual life.
At times it feels like you keep.
At times what happens is it happens in such a way that even if you keep the philosophy aside, it is the ecosystem and people who care for you are actually makes you keep going.
Yeah, it's another kind of society pressure.
Yeah.
It's Krishna conscious society pressure now.
Like mafia, Narendra Mafia.
Yes, you're a mafia. You can enter, you cannot leave. You can enter, you cannot leave. We will not leave. No, आसानी से छोड़ेंगे नहीं. है कि नहीं?
He knows too much.
He knows too much. He finished 13th chapter also. He knows too much. This fellow, he can't leave now. Yeah. And Prabhu, I'm telling you, this is the beauty of our satsang and grahastha ashram also. Yes. Okay. Pass the mic. So will tell a nice joke. No, please play. Everybody has to listen.
Sorry to interrupt. 4
Please,
years
please.
back, I think one of the distant cousins,
Ah.
he understood that we are going to ISKCON and Krishna conscious.
Ah.
He said, better be careful, you'll not come out. Gachibowli, be careful.
Your cousin is really Krishna conscious.
Yes, absolutely.
She has more faith than me.
Yes, well, so, Prabhuji, one minute.
Sorry, you're telling.
No, Prabhuji, I want to ask one question, especially on the doer thing.
Ah.
So, I think Bhagavad Gita says we are not alone the doer. And we are basically Prakriti, sanctioner. There are 3 parties to every activity we are doing. But when we say we are not the doer, does it mean that just understanding the 3 parties are involved is the knowledge there? Because, for example, when we do the normal activity, for example, I'm just taking my mobile in my hand. I feel like I'm doing.
Yes.
Like normal things. See, when we see the big things from Prabhu, we understand there is a sanctioner behind and all. But we are every day when we do every small little things, it becomes very, very difficult to understand that I am not the doer.
You're not the doer.
So that is so deep into it. Maybe it depends upon the conditioning level of each person. Maybe if I say myself, if there are bigger things which I cannot do, I think like somebody else is helping me or Krishna is helping me.
Yeah.
But all the things which I can do, I feel like I'm doing it.
Yes.
So how to understand it and how to break that and come out?
Yeah.
It becomes very difficult.
Yeah.
If I want to do it, I feel like I cannot do the activity also.
We are the doers. I'm not saying we are not the doers. But what Krishna is trying to tell is, we are not the only doers when the thing is happening. But that is not the only reason why he spoke this. If you read the 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, why is he talking about you being the doer? Is the main purpose is he doesn't want you to get affected by failure or success. The main purpose why he spoke this topic also is he doesn't want you to get affected by failure or success.
So he wants us to prepare.
He is just preparing you to do your duty.
Detachment to the result.
So
Detachment to the results. That is the main concept.
That is the context behind talking about you are not the doer.
You are not the doer. He's saying, don't get affected by failure or success. Keep doing your duty. Karmanyavadikaraste mafaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbur mate samgoshtu karmani. You continue your duty. Don't get, because you know what will happen though? We will endeavor into spiritual life. Even in spiritual life, there will be failures. Failures will be there. You want to control your senses, you are losing control. You are going to control it, you're losing. You know, Krishna is saying, don't stop your duty. Keep going. Because the success and failure is not in your hands. Because you are not the only doer. Because, you know, there are these 3 modes, like we spoke some time back. I don't know if you were there that time. We spoke about how much free will we have. We barely have any free will. Modes are affecting us. Our past,
Conditioning is
the karma is affecting us. Our conditionings, our desires are affecting us. And we are so much surrounded and we do something. That's very little free will we have, but we are still the doer. That is the reason we get punished also, right?
Correct.
We are still the doer. But don't stop doing because you are facing failure. Is the main reason Krishna speaks about Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is not, purpose is like, do karma, you'll come back to me. He's saying do karma, but don't get affected by failures. Because results are not in your hands.
I always get puzzled here. You are not the doer, but you face the reality. You face the result. I get stuck there.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Main thing is that you will face, that is still, you are the doer, but don't stop. That is the main purpose of Krishna.
So whether it's a material life or spiritual life, you keep doing your duty.
Keep doing your duty. Yajnata karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. If you stop doing it, if you stop offering your duty to Vishnu, you will get shackled in that duty, in that work. Yajnata karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana tad artha karma kauntaya yukta sangha samachara. He says that is the meaning of karma. That do your duty but offer it to Vishnu. Offer it to Vishnu. Then that is right way of doing karma. Don't expect failure or success. Expect, but don't stop yourself at that point. Keep going. At one point, you will realize that you are doing the duty properly. Do your duty.
It's more clear to me now. Thank you.
I hope I didn't confuse you. But this confuses everybody, Prabhu. Everybody gets
It
confused.
puzzles me so many times.
Oh, it's a very big puzzle. 99% Indians who know Bhagavad Gita, because they have not read Prabhupada's purports, think that doing karma is dharma.
Yes.
No. Continuing to do karma in spite of failure or success. Can you make her sit down? I can't see. Yeah. Continuing to do dharma in spite of failure or success is the right dharma. And you are doing it and depending and offering that karma to Vishnu. Offering it. Krishna, I'm doing it. I'm chanting Krishna. I'm struggling, I'm chanting. You're offering it to Vishnu. You're offering it. Just by chanting, it doesn't become a karma. When you offer it to Vishnu, it becomes a karma. We read that, right? Karma, vikarma, akarma. Akarma is when you offer it to God. Then it becomes. That is actually karma yoga. Karma yoga means to offer it to God and don't worry about failure or success. But you are still the doer. There are many things that influence you to do. You want to say something?
Shloka in 18.14 that says the 5 factors are required for the action.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, the 5 factors are there, but that doesn't mean that you are not the doer.
The next shloka.
Action or Prakriti, the modes
Yeah, the place of action, which is the body, the performer. Who is the performer? Soul. The various senses, the many different kinds of endeavor, the ultimate, the super soul are the 5 factors of action. Yes, but you are still the doer. Why are all of these others acting? God is sanctioning. He is not doing. He is sanctioning. But who asked for that sanction? Who put that application in front of him?
the underlying desire.
Yes. But whose desire is that?
Soul's
Soul. Because of his conditioning. His soul's desire is Krishna only. But because of his conditioning, desire has changed. And because desire is there, Krishna is sanctioning. And because Krishna is sanctioning, modes are making it happen.
Correct.
Everything starts at our conditioning. And when you tell to Krishna that Krishna, I am conditioned, I will do my duty as per what you have given in the Vedas, I will follow Varnashrama, and I am offering the results to you. You take care. Dependence on Krishna, again surrender. You take care. I don't know. Like even after the episode of Ajamil, when Ajamil was given the second chance, what did he do? He did everything, he offered it to Krishna, that's all he did. He didn't guarantee that now I'll go to Krishna. He had no guarantee. But he offered it to Krishna. And then automatically Vishnu Dudas came and took him. Right? But he was the doer. Ajamil had to do. He had to do. He did it. But it was offered to Vishnu. Any other, if someone wants to correct me, I don't know. Anybody, any addition, reflection? Yes, brother. Yeah. You pass on the mic to Prabhu. It's 8 o'clock. We can consider the lecture as over. Yeah.
Prabhuji,
Only question answers.
Prabhuji, similar question around destiny, karma, and evil. So this puzzles me quite a lot. Like again, like in the morning we were having this discussion about Jayadratha work, right? That when Arjuna took a vow, and we discussed that how Krishna made the solar eclipse happen, and Jayadratha was quite far. when solar eclipse was actually happening. When after it occurred, like Jayadratha got excited and he came out, and then it became Arjuna. It became easy for Arjuna to kill him. So I'm trying to understand, like Jayadratha coming out, and was it his free will, or was it the Paramatma sitting inside him that made him come out, because Krishna already planned that this is the moment for him?
Jayadratha coming out was a celebration. He felt that the war is over now.
No, I think that
Yeah,
if he would not have come out, right, he would not have executed that free will. Maybe, like it was very difficult, like as it was explained, that he was very far, and it was very difficult for Arjuna to kill him at that point of time with sunset very
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
So, if you can, yeah.
No, what is your question? Why?
Like, if he would not have come out, then
Still would have been killed. Still would have been killed. Arjuna can shoot an arrow through and kill him also. He is such a warrior. But he was not able to go through because Drona was there, because Karna was there. But at that point, everybody was calm. He could have passed the arrow through. So Jayadratha was going to be killed. There was no doubt about it. He had to come out and do the dance. That's all it is. He had to be killed. Yeah, good.
Like we are soul, but like at some point of time during the sadhana, okay, will there be a realization, okay, in the journey, okay, that like I am the soul? Will that happen?
You want to answer? And in your sadhana, will there be a realization that I am the soul?
Yeah, with the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra and then doing a devotional service at some point of time.
Yes.
I will realize myself that I am the soul.
Yes. You will know that. By sincerely practicing devotional service, you will. Oh, thank you. Hello. You might be thinking the voice is coming from darkness. I am the one behind the darkness. Yes. So Prabhuji's question is, will we realize that we are the soul by chanting? Answer is yes. What chanting does? Cheto darpanam arjanam bhavamaha dvavagni nirvapanam. It will remove the ignorance and show you your real face, which is the soul.
So that time, from that period, it is said that. So our behavior is going to change, or it become like very strong on the devotional service.
No.
No.
Just realizing soul will not make you a devotee.
No, but at least we know the philosophy now and
Yes.
realize that I'm soul. And now we understood from the Prabhupada purpose that the purpose of the soul is to serve Super Soul.
Then, so you told Prabhupada purpose coming. So that's another thing.
Yes.
So you have a direction from a devotee, so you'll become a devotee. Just knowing that you're a soul doesn't make you a devotee.
Yeah.
Even Mayavadis know that they are soul.
Yes.
They pakka
realize
know. They
of-
pakka
they
know that
realize
they are
of-
soul. They realize also.
of-
They
But still
couldn't-
they never say that I'm servant of.
Never ever they'll say that they're the servant. Knowing that you are the soul, what is that fellow? Ram Gopal Verma also knows that he is the soul. Yeah, that fellow made a movie, na? What is it? मैं इंसान नहीं हूँ, मैं वो आत्मा हूँ. Some dialogue also came from his movie, right? कौन मारता है, कौन मरता है? That Manoj Vajpayee and Amitabh Bachchan. What was the movie? Ox. Who told that first? I think Somataji, right?
That's not Ram.
Huh?
That's not Ram.
అది సంగతి చూపించింది మీరే అవునా ఎనీవే అక్స్ మూవీ రైట్ ఇన్ మై కాలేజ్ డేస్ ఇట్ కేమ్ ద ట్రైలర్ మై కాలేజ్ డేస్ ఇట్ కేమ్ ట్రైలర్ राम गोपाल वर्मा अक्स मूवी कौन मारता है कौन मरता है मारने वाला कौन है मरने वाला कौन है like that पक्का philosophy from Bhagavad Gita if you really look at it right same Krishna is telling right जाता सी उद्रो मुक्ति और change bodies राम गोपाल वर्मा picked up from there but look at that fellow kind of perverted fellow is right now. What does it mean? Knowing soul is not enough.
Yes, sir.
You will know soul.
Over there, the guru comes into the picture, purpose comes into the picture,
Yes.
and then you'll start serving devotion.
Devotees
That's
will
why
come
actually
into
many
picture. What
purposes
is
it is
going
being
on?
mentioned that actual bhakti starts from there.
Yes.
Right from Prabhupada.
Yes. Prabhupada Prabhu, the most important thing, association. Association. You can be initiated disciple and you'll forget that you're supposed to do bhakti. It has happened. It has happened many times. Why? Why? Taking initiation means you're pakka, aipenda, bus ticket. If you're not in association, your ticket can be cut anytime. Kya kitchen bro?
బస్సులో ఎత్తి కింద దిగి కూల్ డ్రింక్ దిగి బస్సు వెళ్ళిపోతుంది.
అంతే. బస్ ఎక్కినావు కానీ దాని వేసింది కూల్ డ్రింక్ కోసం దిగినావు బస్ వెళ్ళిపోయింది. టికెట్ చేతిలో ఉంది. Yeah. Unfaithful servant of a guru. Don't consider that is initiated. Prabhupada told, the day you stop following my instructions, you are not my disciple anymore. You are not my disciple. You are disowned. You are disowned. Don't think that is a permanent. Mera karma gaya. Ab mera guru marega. With my karma. No. You can't cheat Krishna. And who is Guru? Guru is a pure devotee. He is servant of Krishna. You think Krishna will make a guru suffer because of our nonsense? No. Guru wants to suffer. That's the greatness of Guru. Why is he giving initiation? Because he wants to do it for Krishna's service. He will accept disciples. He wants to take the karma. But do you think Krishna wants Guru to suffer? Never. Never ever. If a disciple is thinking, oh, my initiation got over, my karma went away now. Karma didn't go anywhere. It's in Krishna's pocket. It's in Krishna's pocket. The day you become insincere.
So, Prabhu, but once we realize that we are soul, but at least the sense gratification will completely come down.
Ram Gopal Verma.
Raji, can I
No,
ask-
no,
can I
bro.
tell-
But realization, Prabhu, not just knowing.
It will not, bro. That's what I'm saying. Only jnana doesn't listen to bhakti.
Just understand what he said is right. Just understanding your soul is just like a jnana.
But
But understanding what is the nature of that soul is what bhakti is. So that is why in our stage, you will understand what you are. Actual self-realization is to understand what is the nature of yourself. That is soul, Jiva, Swarupa, Krishna, and Nityadas. So just by don't endeavor to understand you are the body, you are the soul. It's good, it's the highest, but you should go beyond.
Yes. But it's a starting point. What you told is a starting point. Yeah. You have to know that you are a soul.
You have to realize.
You have to realize that you are a soul. You'll also realize it. Yeah.
Raji, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
On what Satyaprabhuji said.
Yes.
So what Satyaprabhuji was asking was that there are 5 components of
Yeah.
doing any action.
Yeah.
Kshetra, Kshetra, and everything.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing the normal activity like picking up a phone or something like that, then how do I understand it? So on that only a follow-up question I am asking is that concept of doing the karma and that the 5 elements are involved in that, is it only for those karmas where there is an action and reaction and not just for any physical activity which is your day-to-day activity?
Everything starts with the physical activity only.
Like, I mean, when you are just picking up a phone, it may not have an implication or a reaction. It's just something
Depends.
that you are.
Depends. You're picking up the phone and doing what with it.
No. Actually,
Right. Understand? Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going there.
Actions.
Tons of chores.
But there are times when you cannot pick up the phone. What is the difference why you pick up the phone first and now not picking up the phone? What can be the difference? That's where karma goes. Action is the same, but sometimes karma also directs the action. So one day you are fine, now you are holding. One day you get paralysis, you can't hold. What is the difference? Your desire is there. Everything is there. You have a hand, you have a microphone. But what is that which is acting?
Karma.
Destiny, your destiny is
Karma is
decided by
acting.
your karma. That's an example actually, Gaurav.
Yeah. First of all, understand, Mataji. Me holding a leaf, me leaving a leaf, my holding a leaf, me. This is like a bodily action that it triggering from your thought, and immediately material nature is sanctioning it, and your body moves and touches it and leaves it. These are all okay.
So which means what you're saying is every action has the 5 components involved.
Every action without the 5 components it will not function.
That was my doubt.
Yes. Every action. Even whether or not that action results into a karma itself, for the action itself to happen, the five things are needed.
So you touched that particular plant, God has sanctioned.
Yes. Without that, nothing can move. మన పూర్వీకులు చెప్పేవాళ్ళు గడ్డి పోచ కూడా కదలదు, శివుడాజ్ఞ లేనిది గడ్డి పోచ కూడా కదలదు. That's true. That's true. That they had the highest understanding of philosophy, but they could not articulate in the way we are understanding right now. They had the highest understanding. Nothing will move, Prabhu. The world is. Can we do something without Krishna's knowledge? Can we do something which Krishna doesn't want?
No.
No. Even sin you can't do. Even sin you can't do without Krishna's knowledge. Will Krishna allow sin to happen?
He will.
Because he wanted.
Free will.
But does Krishna like it to happen?
No.
No. That's the difference.
That is where free will comes into the picture. Because you are the free will, we are doing. I am doing this.
We have to be responsible for our actions, and we should understand that we are performing it.
There's a saying in
We are kshetra.
ईश्वर की मर्जी के बिना पत्ता भी नहीं हिलता.
पता भी नहीं. Same Telugu का conversion. अभी हम लोग और या हिंदी का conversion. Whichever way. Same thing, same example is told throughout the India. Punjabis also tell that. Lowest floor किधर है?
पंजाबी बोलो.
पंजाब में क्या बोलते हैं उसको? वो पत्ता हुए. Some accent will change, but the example is same. पत्ता भी नहीं हिलता without God's sanction. Does it mean we don't get a karma? We don't. We will get a karma. Okay. So we'll do a small kirtan and wrap up. Okay. We'll do a small kirtan wrap up. So, does anybody participating in the bhajan challenge want to do the kirtan? Yes, as a practice for the group. I can hear your subtle voice, I can't see you. I don't know where you are. Really? Yeah, then why don't you go ahead?
When I got it, it was something.
Somebody pass on the mic, set it up for them. Finally, we have finished the 13th chapter. I'm so happy.
Today very slokas actually.
Huh?
Yeah,
Lot of slokas today.
maybe
Haribol.
definitely 10 more than 10.
No, no.
Five.
Okay, while they come. Hare Krishna, quickly organize who is the Mridanga player, who is doing this. Oh, you're okay. Yeah, don't worry. That's not a swimming pool. Okay, Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, 1 minute better. I just have to tell. In the meantime, please, whoever wants to do that. So there is Ram Navami, Haribol, Hare Krishna. There is Ram Navami. Lord Ram is appearing again to teach us a lot of lessons. So, Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram ki Jai. So we are celebrating Ram Navami together, and I encourage you all to celebrate Ram Navami in your respective communities. Right? So whoever can celebrate during the week, you don't have to come. But we are doing a combined Satsang Ram Navami in my home Krishi. Hall is already booked, right? It's already there. The community people are already called. We'll also be there. We will do nicely Ram Navami, right? Thursday evening, 30th. Yeah. Some of them, like Praveen Prabhu is doing during the weekend because more people will turn out. You all can also plan during the weekend, like Saturday evening, Saturday morning. You can plan a Ram Navami in your community, right? Encourage people to come and hear about Lord Ram. Last year I had made a PowerPoint presentation. You can use that, right? It's a decent, it will cover. This year also I'm planning to make in the next coming few days, right? So if that is ready, I'll share. Anyway, you will hear that on Thursday. So you can use that one on in your office also. You can tell about Lord Ram, with his principles, good values. You can tell that. So please celebrate Ram Navami wherever you are. And also, please let's come together and worship Lord Ram's appearance. And we should fast till
Not full day was.
I think it's full day.
No,
Really?
no, it is full day.
I thought Vishudattva is till evening. No, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So there is Sitaram Kalyanam also happening in Krishi. We are doing in the morning time for some of the residents. In the evening, who is it? So today is where is Raja Ramesh Prabhu? Yeah. So yeah, on his birth, who is there? You're looking. I can't. Oh, Tulsi Mata is there. I can't see her. Okay. Okay. Raja Ramesh Prabhu's birthday is today.
But they are blocking you, Prabhu.
Huh?
These are blocking you.
All attempts are made for people not to see me, including light and pasta. Anyway, so the point is, okay, it's not a point, but let us congratulate Tulsi Mataji, their two daughters, and Raja Ramesh Prabhu for a very auspicious day today, because they're inviting Ram Darbar in their house. And the deities are coming from, as we speak, they just landed in Hyderabad. And Mahesh Prabhu and Raja Ramesh Prabhu have gone to pick them up. Sita, Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman, nice Ashta Dhatu deities are coming. Huh? Yeah. And Mahesh Prabhu and Prashanti Mataji and the family are inviting Gaurnita in their house. So those deities are also, they have just come. So Gaurnita and Sita, Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman all have come from Telangana Express. They just landed. They are going to come here. So it's the best. It was a coincidence. I didn't know that today is birthday. And today is the day Sudamapal Prabhu is coming from Vrindavan to here. And I asked him to bring the details. So see how Krishna, Rama reciprocates to our desire. He's coming on the birthday and the best gift, right? So let's congratulate the family. And going forward for all our celebrations for Lord Ram's birthday, appearance day, his Kalyanam day, which comes sometime in December, or Mata Sita's appearance day, we have deities to do Abhishekam, and we have deities to worship them and take shelter of them. So Hari Bol. So let's congratulate with 3 loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Yeah. Yeah. So deity installation is also there on that day. So please come for Ram Navami celebrations. No, wait. The same deities are being used for Kalyanam in my home Krishi. On Thursday. The same deities. No, that is cancelled. These deities. In the morning. That's what I'm saying. So we have to discuss. Yeah. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Okay, who is doing the kirtan? Kirtan here, please come forward. Yeah. She also wants to do. Mataji, please decide. I'll come there, you do here. Yeah. So easy. That's weak, huh? But just lower the you will be weak, huh? Plug weak, huh? అట్లా 2 బార్ కూడా ఇచ్చాడు. అది రోహిత్ తీశారా? యా ఇచ్చాను.
Sumedh, you are doing the Ganga? If another one is there, Pawan Prabhuji.
Yes, we have lot of mrudangas.
You also come with the Mridanga. Because the snake has not done it before. So let Pawan Prabhu go. Pawan Prabhu is a pro. He's a pro.
Sorry, Mathu. Yes. Yes, yes. I'm done. Roji, you are. Akshay Patra. Haribol, everybody sit down. We'll have nice kirtan.
Mataji.
आज 13 चैप्टर हो गया लोग तरस गए मैं तरस गया अरे वो heavy philosophy because we are so complicated heavy philosophy मैं पहले बैठे सुनिए
So Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, can everybody settle down, please? Everybody sit down.
While you settle down, I'll tell you small gist of what we are trying to do. April 19th, we are going to participate in a bhajan competition that's being organized by Chevalla constituency government officials, and there are going to be 400 participants.
Ribon!
And we have formed 3 teams. Each team consists of 12 people, so 36 people from this satsang. And each of us are given 30 minutes to perform bhajan. And the first prize is 5 lakh rupees.
5 lakh means one rath.
Yes.
One rath. That's what it means to us. So from next week, actually everybody from these 3, Radha Gopi Vallabha Priya Sangha group, Radha Ramana Priya Sangha group, and Radha Damodara Priya Sangha group. These 3 are the groups, and from next week, everybody from these group will actually come and sing. Today I didn't tell them Prabhuji, so they may not be prepared, so I'm singing. Otherwise, I'm least qualified actually.
Your throat is not.
Because of the throat, I'm least qualified, but I just don't want to put them on the spot today. And hopefully, with water and lead follow, they will be able to. Okay, I want the lights to be switched off.
Yeah, all the lights switch off,
including us.
No. You did that with me, not those. Some lights should be on.
And I have sent a PDF to Gachibowli Satsang group. All of you can open that. And the song we are singing is a very, very sweet, very, very beautiful melody. I heard it from His Holiness Harivilas Prabhu when he was actually visiting us this time. That's the first song in the PDF. It's very easy to follow also.
She means cabs.
तेरे दर्शन तेरा राज तरस
दिल की हर धड़कन से तेरा नाम निकल रहा दिल की हर धड़कन से तेरा नाम निकल Rama
Let us thank the whole music troupe, I mean the Kirtan troupe, not music troupe, with 3 loud Haribols. So may we win the hearts of everybody and get more than 5 lakhs. Yeah, 5 lakhs is not the limit. So we have one more, surprise small event today, which I did not declare yet. Just another 5-10 minutes. There is Ishwar Prabhu here, and Ishwar Prabhu's father is there. So actually, Prabhuji's father has been giving pravachan on Ramayana, on Bhagavatam in temples for many years. But unfortunately, recently, he got paralyzed. And he could not speak anymore. But now his health has recovered and he is very eager to speak in the coming Ram Navami. So we humbly request Prabhuji wanted to speak for 10 minutes. So this would be his first speech after almost a hope decreasing situation from where he started, right? So it's a big struggle that he went through, but his devotion is he wants to speak about Lord Ram. So with Ram Navami coming, let us listen from Prabhuji for some time about Lord Ram, and then we'll sing Narshingarti. Hare Krishna. Jai. Everybody please about turn. Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Everybody please sit down, children. You are disturbing the walking.
అవతారం 24, 28 నవంబర్ అవతారం అందులో రామనామం అనేటువంటి ప్రధానంగా 24 రామచంద్ర స్వామి యొక్క అవతారం కనపడుతుండేది. మన ప్రధానంగా ఉండేటువంటి నామములు రాముడు కృష్ణుడు అనేటువంటి వెళ్ళినటువంటివన్నీ కూడా ఆయా ప్రధానమైనటువంటి ప్రయోజనం పొందడానికి చేసినటువంటి అవతారం. కానీ రామావతారము 21 దశవర్ష శతాబ్దాలు 11,000 సంవత్సరాలు పరిపాలించినటువంటిది. అది కృష్ణావతారం అనేటువంటిది 125 అవతారములు అని మనకి భాగవతం చెప్పబడేటువంటిది అన్నమాట. అందులో ఈ రెండింటిది మనకు ఉండేటువంటి ప్రధానంగా ఉండేటువంటి దానిలో పరమాత్మ యొక్క నామము కావాలి. ఈ నామములో కృష్ణనామం చాలా గొప్పదని భాగవతం చాలా స్పష్టంగా నిలిపేటువంటిది అన్నమాట. కలియుగం అనేటువంటిది కూడా అనేక దోషములతో కూడి ఉండేది. దోషములు అంటే ఎవ్వరికి కూడా ఒకరికంటే ఇష్టం అనేటువంటిది ఉండదు. ఇలాగా ప్రధానంగా ఉండేటువంటి దానిలో యజమానికి, పనివాడికి, అత్తగారికి, కోడలకి, ఇటువంటి అన్నీ కూడా ఇంట్లో ఉండేటువంటి సంస్థాపనకు ఇవన్నీ పోవాలంటే ఎలాగా కేవలము కృష్ణనామాన్ని కీర్తించాలని మనకి భాగవతం చాలా పుస్తకంగా చెప్పేటువంటి అన్నమాట. అందులో ప్రధానంగా రామావతారము, కృష్ణావతారం. అందులో ప్రధానంగా రామావతారం అనేటువంటి 24,000 శాతం వాల్మీకి భగవాన్ అనుగ్రహించినటువంటి అన్నమాట. అందులో ప్రధానముగా మన సంవత్సరం ప్రారంభమైంది కదా. అందులో ప్రధానంగా సంవత్సరాలు మారుతున్నా 9 రోజుల మటుకి రామాయణాన్ని తప్పకుండా అందరూ వినాలి, దాన్ని చెప్పుకోవాల్సిన కార్యక్రమం అనేది కనుక్కుంటుంది. అందులో 9 రోజులు రామనామాన్ని చెప్పుకుంటూ ప్రధానంగా మొట్టమొదటిన బాలకాండలో ఉండేటువంటి విధానంలో అందులో రామావతారం అనేటువంటి సీతారామ కళ్యాణం అనేటువంటి అందులో రాముడు సాక్షాత్తు నారాయణుడే దేవతలు ఉండేటువంటి కష్టాన్ని తొలగించడానికని వీళ్ళటువంటి అవతారములన్నీ ఆయా అవతారములు. కానీ రామావతారం మటుకి రామచంద్ర స్వామి రామచంద్ర దశరథ మహారాజు యొక్క యజ్ఞం నుండి ఆవిర్భవించినటువంటి వాడు అన్నమాట. అంతరే విష్ణు మహాద్యుతి సంఖ్యజాత అని సాక్షాత్తు నారాయణుడు చేసినటువంటి వాడు. ఆయన కూడా ఆయన 4 రూపాయలు చేసినటువంటి వాడే దశరథ మహారాజు కుమారుడుగా ఉన్నటువంటి వాడే అన్నమాట. తర్వాత రామచంద్ర స్వామి యొక్క తర్వాత ప్రధానంగా
విశ్వామిత్రుడికి పోయి విశ్వామిత్రుడి యొక్క ఆయనకు ఉండేటువంటి ప్రభావం బట్టి ఆయనకు ఉండేటువంటి ఇచ్చేటువంటి వాడు సీతారామ కళ్యాణం అనేటువంటి ప్రధానంగా బాలకాండలో ఉండేటువంటిది. రెండవది అయోధ్యాకాండ, అది 119 సర్గములుగా మనకు ఉండేటువంటిది అన్నమాట. దానిలో ప్రధానంగా ఉండేటువంటి ధర్మము అనేటువంటిది అన్నమాట. ఆ ధర్మము సాక్షాత్తు రామచంద్ర స్వామి, అలాగే లక్ష్మణుడు, భరతుడు, శత్రుఘ్నుడు మిగిలినటువంటి వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఆ ధర్మపురాన్ని చూపిస్తారు. అది అయోధ్యాకాండ ఉండేటువంటిది విశేషం. తర్వాత ఉండేటువంటిది అరణ్యకాండ. ఇందులో ప్రధానంగా ఉండేటువంటి అందులో మహర్షులందరినీ కూడా స్వామి వారందరినీ కూడా వాడి రాక్షస వాడి ఆయనకి వారి యొక్క రక్ష వారిని నిర్మించేటువంటి అన్నమాట. తర్వాత అది ప్రధానంగా ఉండేటువంటి ఆ అరణ్యకాండలోనే సీత అనేటువంటి రాముడి నుండి బయలుదేరి రాముడి చేత సేకరించబడినటువంటి ఆ ఉండేటువంటి సీతమ్మ కోసం అని చెప్పి రామచంద్ర స్వామి వెళ్ళినటువంటి వాడి అనేక మంది శాంతి అందులో ప్రధానంగా జడాయి ఉండేటువంటి పరిస్థితికి కూడా మోక్షాన్ని ఇచ్చినటువంటి వాడు రామచంద్ర స్వామి గారు. తర్వాత 4వ కాండ కిష్కింధాకాండ. అందులో ప్రధానంగా మిత్రుడి యొక్క రక్షణ అనేటువంటి అన్నమాట. ఆ మిత్రుడే సాక్షాత్తు సుగ్రీవుడు, వాళ్ళని సంహరించినటువంటి వాడు అన్నమాట. అది ప్రధానంగా ఉండేటువంటి రామాయణంలో ఉండేటువంటి దాంట్లో 27 అధ్యాయంలో 27 సత్యములుగా ఉండేటువంటి అన్నమాట. తర్వాత ఉండేటువంటి దాంట్లో సుందరకాండ. అది సుందరకాండ అందరికీ విశేషంగా ఉండేటువంటి ప్రధానంగా అది ఆంజనేయ స్వామి వారి యొక్క వైభవం అనేటువంటి ప్రధానంగా ఉండేటువంటి అన్నమాట. కాబట్టి రామాయణంలో అన్ని కాండల కన్నా కూడా విశేషమైనటువంటిది సుందరకాండ అనేటువంటి అన్నమాట. సుందరకాండలో ఒకటి చేసినట్లయితే మిగిలినటువంటి రామాయణంలో ఉండేటువంటి సన్నివేశాలన్నీ కూడా ఆయా సన్నంలో మనకు కనబడుతూ ఉండేటువంటి కాబట్టి ప్రధానంగా అది ఆంజనేయ స్వామి వారు అనేటువంటి వాడు అన్నమాట. ఎందుకంటే గురువు చేసేటువంటి పని ఏమిటి అంటే పరమాత్మని పొందాలనేటువంటి తాపత్రయం ఉండి కానీ పొందలేక ఉండేటువంటి వారికి ఆ పరమాత్మ యొక్క స్వరూపాన్ని చెప్పినటువంటి వారికి మళ్ళీ తప్పకుండా స్వామి వచ్చి నేను తీసుకువెడతాడు అనేటువంటి మాటను చెప్పేటువంటి వాడు అన్నమాట. అది మనకి ఆంజనేయ స్వామి వారు సీతమ్మ వారు కనబడుతున్నటువంటి అన్నమాట. తర్వాత ఉండేటువంటిది యుద్ధకాండ. యుద్ధకాండ అంటే మనలో ఉండేటువంటి దైవీ సంపత్తికి అలాగే ఆశ్రయ సంపత్తికి ఉండేటువంటి యుద్ధం అనేటువంటి అన్నమాట. ఆ యుద్ధంలో రామచంద్ర స్వామి సంహరించడం అనేటువంటి అన్నమాట. అలాగే కుంభకర్ణుడు మరణటువంటి వారందరూ కూడా అయిన తర్వాత రామచంద్ర స్వామి సీతమ్మను తీసుకున్నటువంటి వాడే పాండవులందరితో కలుసుకుని అక్కడి నుండి బయలుదేరి మళ్ళీ అయోధ్యకు వస్తూ మధ్యలో ఉండేటువంటి వెళ్ళండి వాళ్ళందరినీ కూడా తీసుకువెళ్ళి పుష్పంలో తీసుకొచ్చి తీసుకొస్తే ఒక రాముడి పట్టాభిషేకం అనేటువంటి ఆ పట్టాభిషేకం అనేటువంటి మనకి 10వ రోజుగా అంటే దశమి నాటి రాముడి యొక్క పట్టాభిషేకం, రాముడి యొక్క కళ్యాణం యథార్థానికి రాముడి కళ్యాణం జరిగినటువంటి ఆ రోజున కాదు ఉండేటు. ఆ రోజు కేవలం రాముడి యొక్క జన్మ అనేటువంటి ప్రధానమైనటువంటి అన్నమాట. తర్వాత వచ్చిన తర్వాత రాముడితో కలిసి దశమి పట్టాభిషేకం అనేటువంటి ఉండేది. దాంతో 10 రోజులు యథార్థంగా ఉండేటువంటి రామావతారం అనేటువంటి రామనామాన్ని చెప్పాలి. ఎలా చెప్పినా చెప్పకపోయినా నామాన్ని చెప్తే సరిపోతుంది. ఎలాగా ఒక అగ్ని అగ్ని కాలుస్తుందని పెద్దవాడు కనిపిస్తుంది, తండ్రి పిల్లవాడు వెళ్ళినా అతన్ని కనిపిస్తుంది, పెద్దవాడిని కూడా తగిలిస్తుంది. అలాగే నామం అనేటువంటిది మనం ఎలా భక్తితో వెళ్తున్నా ఎలా వచ్చినా పరమాత్మ నామం అనేటువంటి కలిగి కాదు. మిగిలినటువంటి దేని వల్ల కూడా పరమాత్మ లభించేటువంటి వాడు కాదు. ఎన్ని కన్యాదాలు చేయండి, ఇది స్వామి దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళండి, దేని నామం కాదు. ఎవరు నామం అనేటువంటి గీత కలిగి నాగంలో రామనామం అనేటువంటి చాలా ప్రధానంగా ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి ప్రధానంగా చెప్పి అది పొరపాటు నాకు ఉండేటువంటి యథార్థంగా నాకు చాలా 30 సంవత్సరాల యొక్క ఉపన్యాసం అనేది ఆయన దగ్గర ఉండే 3-4 గంటలు అమ్మ ఆనందంగా చెప్పే రామాయణం ఏదైనా సరే ఇబ్బంది కావడం వచ్చి వాటిని ప్రార్థించాను. అంటే వాటి నామాన్ని చెప్తా ఉన్నారు. కాబట్టి విష్ణుని దాన్ని చెప్పినటువంటి వారు ఆ రామచంద్ర స్వామి యొక్క అర్థాన్ని అనుభవించాం. అంటే సంతతము కూడా రామనామానికి ఏ విధమైన నియమం లేవు. బొట్టు పెట్టుకున్నావా, చెవి పెట్టి అంత పెట్టుకున్నావా, బొట్టు పెట్టుకున్నావా, ఏదో ఉంది. నామాన్ని చెప్పడానికి ఈ స్నానం చేయకపోయినా అవసరం అనేటువంటి లేదు. భగవన్నామం అనేటువంటి మన విధానంగా అంటే బయటం చేయగలిగినటువంటి అది భగవన్నామం అనేటువంటి ఆయన మాట. అందుకోసం ఆ పరమాత్మ ఎవరికి వాడు అంటే ఆయనే రాముడుగా విధానముగా కృష్ణుడుగా ఉండేటువంటి తత్వం అనేటువంటి అన్నమాట. కాబట్టి రామచంద్ర స్వామికి దర్శనం అనేటువంటి ఉండాలి. తర్వాత ఆంజనేయ స్వామి వారి తర్వాత కృష్ణస్వామి యొక్క వైభవం. కృష్ణుడు అంటే ఎవరికి యమ, తర్వాత దాంట్లో రామ, హరి నామ, హరి నామ కృష్ణ, ఈ మూడు నామాలు ప్రధానం. హరి అంటే మనం ఉండే దోషంలో తొలగించేటువంటి వాడు కాబట్టి హరి, మనకి ఆనందాన్ని కలిగించేటువంటి వాడు కాబట్టి రాముడు. కృష్ణుడు అంటే మనకి దుఃఖాన్ని కలిగించేటువంటి వాడు. కాబట్టి ఈ మూడు నామములు చాలా ప్రధానమైనటువంటి అని ఎప్పుడైతే ఎప్పుడైనా ఏ సమయం ఏ విధమైన నియమం అనేటువంటి లేదు. అటువంటి నామం ఒకటే మనకి కలియుగంలో చింపేటువంటి ఆ విషయాన్ని చెప్తూ ఉన్నా. ఇబ్బంది కలిగింది అంతకు 4 మాటలు చెప్పడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేసినట్టు 4 మాటలు చెప్పినట్టు వారు కాబట్టి అంచేత కృష్ణస్వామిని కాస్త ఎటువంటి వారండి అంటే సచ్చిదానంద రూపాయ విశ్వోత్పత్యాది హేతవే కాపుత్రే వినాశాయ హే కృష్ణాయ వయం నమః అని మనకి భాగవతం చాలా స్పష్టంగా చెప్పేటువంటిది. కాబట్టి కలియుగంలో హరినామం అనేటువంటి ప్రధానము అని ప్రార్థన చేస్తూ వీళ్ళందరికీ కూడా చెప్తూ మంగళం కోసలేంద్రాయ మహనీయ చక్రవర్తి తనూజాయ సార్వభౌమాయ మంగళం మంగళం యాదవేంద్రాయ మహనీయ పద్మనాభాయ కాంతాయ కళ్యాణ నిధేన శ్రీవేంకట నివాసాయ శ్రీనివాసాయ మంగళం మంగళ మంగళం రాధాకృష్ణాయ మంగళం మంగళాశాసనపరై మదాచార్య పురోగమై సర్వైశ్చ పూర్వై ఆచార్యై సత్కృతాయాస్తు మంగళం. సర్వం శ్రీకృష్ణమయే. జయ జయ శ్రీకృష్ణ దేవ జయ జయ. హరయే నమః హరయే నమః హరయే నమః. సర్వం శ్రీకృష్ణార్పణమస్తు.
హరే కృష్ణ. హరే రామ 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 హరే. నాన్నగారి పేరు ప్రభు
పప్పు నాగేశ్వరరావు గారు. పప్పు నాగేశ్వరరావు.
నాగేశ్వరరావు ప్రభు గారి ఆరోగ్యం మంచిగా కావాలని, హిస్ హెల్త్ షుడ్ బికమ్ నైస్. అండ్ ఈ ప్రవచన ఎన్నెన్నో గంటలు చెప్పగలగాలని 3 సార్లు హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే 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 రామ 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 హరే 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 కృష్ణ 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 హరే 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 రామ 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 హరే 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 కృష్ణ 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 హరే 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 రామ 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 హరే హరే.
థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభు. చాలా చాలా ఆనందం. మీరు ప్రభు used to give lectures for 9 hours. And now look at his desperateness to talk. He came out of his paralytic attack and now he's talking. Somebody sing Narsinghati.
పాడేసి అక్కడ పాడేసాను.
Namaste.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Yeah.
कैलाश नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय, श्रवण प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, जय विष्णुपाद ब्रह्म प्रदिकाचार्य स्तोत्र जवान विदेशी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, विष्णुपाद ब्रह्म प्रदिकाचार्य स्तोत्र जवान भक्ति सिद्धांत ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री रामानुजाचार्य अपीयरेंस डे की जय। प्रेम से बोलो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद की आचार्य सरदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से बोलो जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय, नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की पुण्य क्षेत्र वृंदावन धाम की गंगे माई की यमुने माई की भक्ति देवी की कलियुग पावन तुलसी महारानी की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की ज्ञान सेंटर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की ज्ञान सेंटर प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की गौर प्रेमानंदे ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज समवेत भक्त वृंद की समवेत भक्त वृंद की गौर प्रेमानंद वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की राजा रमेश प्रभु's बर्थडे की yeah, can everybody sit in a line quickly? Prabhu, if they can get into some rooms.
Turn it off, right, Prabhu?
Yeah? Cake cutting, yeah. Where is the cake?
Huh?
Turning it off.
Prabhu, turning it off. Birthday goods, no?
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, where is the cake stone? Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Happy with the details. Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama to you. May you never take birthday, may you never take birthday, may you never take birthday. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna Hari Bol, 3 Hare Krishna mantras for Radha Ramesh Prabhu's good spiritual life and lots of progress. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Daddy, take a piece.
Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hari Bol.
Radha Ramesh Prabhu ki
jai. Let's also thank Arvind Prabhu and Padma Mataji for organizing their Satsang in their hall, which has expanded 3 times today.
Right.
Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol!
Prabhu, he is doing every week satsang for us in.
Yes, Raja Ramesh Prabhu is organizing and facilitating satsang for Telugu Bhagavad Gita, Pushpara Prabhu and Mayam Avatar. Everybody knows Telugu and they are living in Mayam Avatar. The only business you have is to come to the satsang.
Right.
Hari Bol.
once again Radha Ramesh Prabhu ki
Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Stop.